everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Open Hearts, the weekly tabletop RPG. Um, Tonight is episode 50. This is another big milestone. We somewhat recently had our 1 year anniversary, but we've reached the big 5-0.
Woo!
By this time next year, we'll be at 100.
Damn.
Swag. But if everybody remembers what happened last session, you had finally gotten to talk with Mello after unfreezing him, and you were given his blessing. Afterwards, you went back out into the town where you were approached by the Grand Mage of the city and taken to the Mage's Council building, where they discussed how the fuck you were able to do this and how they can repay you. They helped you obtain a imbue a crystal with communing magic that will allow you to communicate. Ye old Skype or Zoom with any other organization that also puts their mark on the crystal. So you will be able to communicate with different nations and groups all around Vera while still being on Ceruleus.
We've been put in the
Nice.
yellow pages under the Arius Council.
Yep. They give you the telephone book, basically.
Yay, we got a telephone book!
You got the big old phone book.
Yay!
And it's big and heavy like a
yellow
phone book,
pages.
too. But you were also, as thanks, taken to the Grand Archives of the city, and you were given any magical tomes that you needed. You ended up taking 2. One about light magic, specifically requested by Kalina, and one about all of the elemental catalysts. And different first-person accounts of catalyst wielders from the past, including a Nala Sirach, who was a frost catalyst. Which
Intense nudge nudge.
intense nudging at somebody who
Intense
isn't here.
nudging,
I did
because
message her
two
about
people
that.
are
though.
at a fundraiser.
Yeah, we don't blame
Good
them.
luck to
Have a
them.
good
Yeah,
time
we
at
don't
your
blame 'em.
fundraiser. You guys are
Yeah.
good people for your community and do a lot of work.
Yeah,
Rock
get
on.
that money.
Rock
Get
on, you
that
little
money.
fruities.
Yay!
But yes. And you also went back to Ceruleus and went all the way back to bed because you've still got shit to do in the morning. Can't stay up all night lollygagging. So
I mean, I
it
wouldn't be
is the
surprised
next
if Kalina
morning.
stayed up reading those books.
Yeah, Kalina stayed up reading those books.
Like a fool.
So
Like a nerd.
Well,
um,
you're a nerd.
let me tell you, Kalina, from your little late night excursion of reading the tomes,
Mm-hmm.
what you found out.
Yeah!
You took particular note of the pages that had the Nala Sirach, who was a frost catalyst, and you wanted to read a little bit more about them because, well, that's interesting and also very convenient. Stares. Side.
Stares at the camera.
Criminally bombastic side eye.
Yeah.
You found out that this catalyst wielder's name was Astreus, and
Oh.
he was adopted by nomadic peoples who were originally from the city, the Arctic city that
Yeah.
Frost ruled over. On their travels, they found the young child as he had been separated from his parents. And when they had finally found any information about his parents, they found that they had been killed.
Oh.
So, unable to find any other family members of the child, they took him in and brought him back to the city of Frost, where he received a blessing so that he would be able to survive in the harsh climate.
Ah, okay.
And he was brought up in the Arctic wastes and trained and became a fighter. He was old enough to understand at the time that his parents had been killed. So he vowed to take revenge on who or whatever did it to them.
Yeah.
So basically, from the moment that he was brought back, he began training to take his revenge.
Ah.
And only after he received the catalyst from Frost, and he did not die from inheriting it, was he able to finally enact his revenge against the bandits that had killed his parents and robbed them blind.
Ah.
He then became somewhat of a rogue vigilante, roaming the land of Vera, enacting justice, taking on commission work for people who had had family or loved ones who had been killed unjustly that wanted to take revenge but were too weak to do so. And it is rumored that he finally met his end when one of his assassinations was a little too high profile, and it resulted in a chain event where one kill resulted in many people coming after him, and the more people that he killed coming after him, the more people that would come in return.
Oh.
And he was finally overwhelmed and killed.
Ah.
Hmm.
You also found out in the book that each of the elemental catalysts can
Sorry, there's thunder outside.
You're good. That each of the elemental catalyst wielders can create a specific type of spell that, when used on a... My brain is so fucking fried. Oh god, adulting.
You're
things.
good. It's okay.
You're doing great.
You're doing great.
It's overheating. I need a sip.
Drink some water. You're doing
Thank
great,
you,
sweetie.
waiter. Thank you, Mike.
You too, chat.
The thought is here, but I'm trying not to just be stupid about it. So, basically, this spell, you use it only against a person attacking you. When you use it, their defense to your specific element is reduced.
Oh.
Huh.
That's interesting.
So, if a Colbart, for instance, were to use this debuff spell, the attacker would now have reduced resistance to lightning attacks.
Ah. Interesting, interesting.
Hmm.
That is really cool.
Debuff the foes.
This can be used in tandem with a spell that will boost the user's elemental damage.
Ooh.
This is very FromSoft Elden Ring based. So
Yeah, stack
Yeah.
you debuff somebody, and you can buff yourself. So if you buff and debuff at the same time, you do increase damage, and they have decreased resistances.
Yeah. Oh, that is sick.
Yes. I'm going to detail this more in the mechanics thing that I've put. I have updated the player
Alright.
guide for everybody in the player resources tab. It now is not the old one. It is just going to be like very technical things.
Yeah.
I have added
Nice.
in the mechanics that I have for parrying and blocking.
New information unlocked.
Bing!
New information.
Bing!
New mechanics unlocked.
Yes.
Press J to access your journal. Okay. Kalina, she's reading this section on the Snalsarach, and the name, it sounds quite familiar, actually. And, she remembers going back to a conversation with Sarzath. God damn it, Thunder, why do you have to make things so dramatic?
Boom.
Hey, be happy that it's storming out. We got storms
we got
tonight.
rain!
We got
instead of
storms
snow.
and rain and not snow.
And March.
Yeah.
Like thunder snow's fun, but we have rain and thunder.
It's raining right now for me.
But yeah, Kalina, she remembers back to that conversation with Sarzath, and specifically his snail and who the spirit is inside it, and she remembers that Astraeus was his name. So her brain is kind of it's working. The gears in it are working.
Wait a minute. Oh, you.
Yeah, she hastily writes down some notes in a journal just so she doesn't forget in the morning. Is there anything else that she was able to find out in either of the books?
In the tome about light magic,
Yeah.
you find out that light magic is one that overall is an easy magic to blend with a lot of other elements.
Oh, okay.
Of
Makes
course,
sense.
you know about the crystal and the prism,
Yeah.
but with the fire, it says that for some reason it is unknown the specifics of why this interaction occurs, but
Damn, lightning just happened outside. I wouldn't be surprised if it's that.
when combined with fire, it increases the heat radius.
Ooh.
So
Ooh.
it doesn't make it burn any hotter. It just sort of, the radius of warmth increases.
Ooh.
Okay.
Hello. And for lightning, it causes the bolts to scatter more. they stay less as a single bolt, and they tend to branch off more and go a little haywire, just all over the place.
Ah, okay.
And me making
Like an area of effect booster.
Yes, and that sound
Yeah.
was me grumbling because my dad decided just now was the time he's gonna start up his computer.
No!
It's fucking 9:30. Go to bed, old man.
It's D&D!
It's past your bedtime.
Hey,
It's past your bedtime, Greg.
I swear to God, if he's gonna do bank shit, you had all night to do this.
Oh no.
rude.
And with frost or ice, it also sometimes acts like a bit of a prism, as I'm sure you Wisconsinites know that snow reflects light very well.
Oh yeah.
So
Fucking snow blindness.
Snow blind.
when combined with ice, it has a very bright blinding effect, so it amplifies the light.
Yeah, there's a reason you still have to wear sunglasses in the winter out here.
And sunscreen. Please wear sunscreen.
Oh yeah,
And
definitely. You little California boys.
You also read a couple of interesting little notes. One about women who wore shiny silk dresses and would use them kind of as weapons to blind their
Oh.
enemies to make getaways.
Oh shit!
Hee
Very fun.
Talk about making an exit.
And
Light show.
there were quite a few different notes about ways that people would use them as sort of distractionary tactics in battle, like sending just a little glimmer of light off of somebody's blade in such a way that it reflects back into their eye and blinds them momentarily, allowing you to get a hit, run away, such.
So light magic is basically like a support class.
Yes, light magic is a support class, more or less.
Nice.
Okay. Interesting.
But,
interesting.
We love the support class.
There are also some accounts of people using it in a more harsh way, in a concentrated way.
Mhm.
People would use it to send a very concentrated beam of light into the eyes of people, blinding them permanently, burning their corneas.
Damn.
Though these accounts are very rare, as most people thought it somewhat barbaric and inhumane,
Yeah. Mhm.
and as a last resort kind of effect.
Yeah.
But yeah, there are a lot of
Interesting.
different fun ways that you found out that you can use light magic, and different things about the elements.
Yeah. Cool. God damn it, BCP. Damn it.
So,
Lena can literally make her own laser pointers.
pew!
Oh, that would entertain Freya for hours.
Yeah,
Yes.
Freya is easily.
And you need to help
entertained
Freya
by
with their
laser
zoomies. Just shine light on the floor and wiggle it.
Mm.
Yeah, like she can make a crystal, then make a little ball of light,
Disco
put the ball
ball.
of light into the crystal.
Disco ball.
Disco ball.
Disco.
Say disco. Say disco, you say party. Disco, disco, party, party.
Party, party.
Yeah, But that is what you learn when you stay up late reading those tomes, Kalina. So, uh, now it's time for the party to go down for breakfast. And do you want to tell anybody
Woo.
about your late night readings?
I wouldn't be surprised if she actually brings down both of the books.
Of course, and her
Probably
notes.
brings down the book to continue reading.
Yeah, and she also found a book to continue reading. In addition to the ones that she still wants to read, because I'm guessing she still hasn't like read everything in those tomes yet.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot. They're very big books.
Yeah, she's
She's
just like,
got her
oh.
book, a stack of books and a notepad, and
Yeah, she's got her glasses.
she's thriving, having a good
Yeah,
night,
she is.
having a good time.
Yeah, she is having such a good time right now. Cause she's a nerd.
She's
Where the
thriving.
fuck is Farron?
Probably still
Farron-
asleep.
All I remember is that like there was the date, he fucking left, and then we haven't seen him since.
Yeah, he's been doing his own thing,
Cool.
and you had to go off to meet with another god, such and such.
Yeah.
But
As we do casually.
Farron is at the dining room table right now.
Yay.
Woo.
And as he is finishing up his breakfast, he clears his throat a little bit. He says, "Well, today is Monday, so I'll be going off to the Hoppy Roost to meet with Mr. Rainbow and conduct our survey over there. And you're all free to join us, of course, if you want."
Alright. Wait, question. Are we supposed to be arriving at the
No.
like no?
Berica has
Okay.
not come and told you when you're actually arriving yet. So
Ah, okay. Alright.
okay.
she'll be arriving soon, don't you worry.
Okay. Kalina, she
Who's named the
says,
harpies?
The Hoppies.
Happies.
Hell yeah.
The happy
What is that?
meals.
The boys.
Yeah, the boards.
Boards.
But yeah, Kalina, she says, well, I don't see why not. We haven't been told by Baraka when we're going to be arriving at our next location, but it couldn't hurt to stop by and go along with you.
Smiles and says, "We might even meet Berica on the way out."
Ah. Very true, very true.
He stands up from the dining room table and says, "Well, I'm off to get dressed, and if you're coming with..." And he, like, taps his chest and he says, "Remember to cover up." And then sort of winks at the party.
Kalina, she's just like, yes, yes, of course.
Cover up the titties, don't want them to eat your heart out. Eat your heart out, honey.
Oh dear.
But yes,
Yes.
Hello?
You hear the faint sounds
of
of a bitch in the background.
Why are you doing baking?
But yeah, Kalina, she takes her seat at the table with Oliver, with the two tomes and her notes that she's taken.
Bukes?
Hopefully with that blessing from Mello, like she isn't like
Yeah.
that tired.
Disgustingly tired.
Yeah, disgustingly tired. She doesn't need to break out the coffee.
despite having not slept as long as you usually do, haven't gotten your beauty rest, you
Mhm.
seem to be pretty all right.
It takes a lot to look this beautiful. But yeah, Kalina, she just says, "So, I did a bit of light reading last night through these tomes."
Light reading.
Yeah, what she did was light reading!
She was reading about light.
Hold on.
Ching.
Good one, Tagak.
I get those occasionally. I can be funny sometimes.
But continue, Kalita. You did some
She's
light
meeting
reading.
some. I'm guessing it is possibly like a sibling in the room or something.
God damn.
I think
Tagog's probably up at this point.
it was just my brother-in-law. He was just checking my window because the storm outside's pretty bad.
Hold
And
it.
we already have a bit of our roof is leaking, so.
Mother bastard.
But
He didn't close the door. Why he never closed the door?
Sad.
Continue talking just for a couple seconds.
Yeah, sure, no problem. Kalina, she continues. Specifically, I'm most interested in what I was able to find out about fuck words. Okay, hold on. No. Thought. Come back. Sorry, Nina's like being a weirdo outside and I got distracted. Yeah, and Clint is trying so hard to like actually wrangle her. She's just a little weird nugget.
She's just excited about all the books she's reading.
Yeah.
But yeah, Kalina, she continues. I'm mostly interested in what I was able to find out about this tome right here, and she pats the bigger one of the two, which is the one about like the elemental catalyst. Yeah. This one right here about the elemental catalyst and the first-hand accounts of catalyst users. Well, it has to do with one Nalsarach, actually. And she kind of looks over at Sarzov.
He just kind of pauses his fork that he's getting ready to put in his mouth, and he like looks like, huh? What?
He's like, what'd I do?
And then he like slowly takes a bite, like I don't know what you're on about. I don't know what you're fucking on about.
I don't know what you're talking about, but okay.
Yeah.
I was off looking at other shit while you were doing your nerdy stuff in the library.
Nerd shit.
Like, I was looking at stuff that was actually cool. But yeah, Kalina, she continues. Specifically, it was the name that had caught my eye. Sarzov. Does Estrella sound familiar?
He puts down his fork and he says, yes, that is the name of my spirit. And he, you can see him kind of like turn his head a little bit.
Yeah. I was like, oh shit, she figured it out.
Almost as if he's like acknowledging.
Bad.
He turns his head as like he's acknowledging somebody else, but you cannot see or hear anything.
Yeah, of course.
He's being spoken to by Estrellas. And you see him just kind of roll his eyes and and then turn back to you. What about him?
Well, specifically, that as an Alsara, she was a catalyst holder of frost.
Frost. Isn't that
Yes.
ice?
Yes.
Huh.
But he was powerful enough to actually be able to wield it and survive. And he became known as one of the most powerful catalyst holders of frost in all of history. His ice magic was so powerful that it almost burned. It wasn't
Oh,
even
wow.
like fire, it was more of a mist that was just constantly following him. Very fascinating.
Sarzoth kind of laughs a little bit and seemingly addressing Astreus a little bit cheeky, he says, I suppose he was quite special then, wasn't he? And he kind of smirks a little bit, doing a little criminally bombastic side. TikTok has ruined my brain.
No, you're good. It's okay.
Bombastic.
Oh, dear. But yes, Kalina, she, it kind of goes over her head that, like, Sarzath is, like, you know, being a bit, like, cheeky because she's just so excited about what she found out.
Doesn't realize that he's being a bit on the nose.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, like, she, like, can realize that, like, she's talking to us, that he's talking to Astreus, but, like, she's just so excited. She's so excited. Just like, yes, I suppose. I suppose he was very special. And, like, she just, like, I would put in words here, but she's just gonna go on, like, nerd tangent and ramble.
She's just gonna info dump about
Info dump.
everything that she read.
Yeah, about everything that she read about this guy. The whole story.
And you just see Sarzoth slowly put his head onto his hand, like lean onto it.
Yeah.
And his eyes kind of droop a little tired.
Yeah, when your parents are
He
telling you something.
sighs and just starts eating slowly again.
Kalina's info dumping because she's so excited.
You don't really notice Kalina, but he's looking at you, but not directly at you, seemingly just past you. As if there's
Oh?
something over your shoulder. Or someone.
Kalina, like, she does, like, see him doing this, and, like, she does, like, take a quick glance over both of her shoulders. Like, as she's talking. Even though, like, she stops talking for a bit, but, like, you know, just to see if, like, if there's anyone or something there.
He, does a little, huff laugh. Just like, just like, of course she's looking over her shoulder.
Like, is
But
there
doesn't-
anything there?
No, there is not. But you do feel the presence of something. Like, you can feel something there present next to you, but there's nothing there to see.
Kalina, like, she kind of stops talking and looks at Sarzoth, and she just kind of asks, is he next to me right now?
Yes, he's a little, ego inflated by you talking about him so much.
Kalina, she just kind of blinks, just like, oh. Sorry, I did get a bit, carried away there. Again. And she just kind of, like, maybe closes the book slowly and just kind of
To be fair,
goes
he
to
does
eating
sound
your
pretty cool.
food.
As you're going to close the book, you see the pages sort of move a little on their own as you're closing it in an unnatural way.
Oh? Like, do they flip to another space?
It just looks like as you're closing it and the pages are sort of falling over, it looks like if somebody were to put their hand where the pages are falling and like you can see the resistance.
Oh.
Interesting.
It's just like, no, keep it open. I wasn't
No.
reading yet.
You read too fast, Kalina.
You read too fast.
Like as if the pages were sort of falling over fingers.
Oh, okay. But yeah, Kalina, like, she takes notice of this and she actually does open it again. But she does go back to her food. Being extra careful just to make sure that she doesn't accidentally spill anything. Because it's a very old tome.
As you're eating, you watch as the pages are slowly kind of flipped.
Aww,
They're flipped.
he's reading.
Yeah, they're flipped slowly, and Sarzoth is just kind of watching, like, kind of deadpan, just watching the book.
It's like, really, bro?
It's like, really, you're gonna like just read a book about yourself? How
So she's just like, I want to make sure they got all the details right.
how stuck up are you? Less stuck up than you. Fuck off.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Yeah. The rest of you, of course, can also see the book pages moving on their own and shit. Anybody have any thoughts about that?
Yeah, anybody have any thoughts?
Or is this just enough on-brand weirdness?
Taya just kind of like looks at the book moving. Very confused. Doesn't say anything. There's kind of like the fuck is this now? Okay, I guess.
Like, covered in turnips, like, we literally seen verbena, ghosts, and stuff like that. It's maybe a couple months ago, sure, would have been freaking out, but then we literally saw verbena and like a shit ton of ghosts. This ain't nothing.
Yeah. This time the ghost is invisible. How weird. Yeah. Usually I can see these ghosts.
But no, this one's a little shy.
Yeah.
Dear. Yeah.
After a little bit of flipping through the pages, Kalina, you see like a very distinct sort of movement that really it takes somebody who reads a lot to recognize.
Yeah.
Of somebody like smoothing out the pages.
Ah.
Yeah, they're like, yes, this page.
Does she like can she like just like take a glance like to see like what part he might be on or like what's on the page?
Yes. You see that this part is about his death.
Oh.
And you didn't read too far into the page about his death because a little bit through it, it started getting pretty graphic.
Oy.
Oh damn.
Because
Interesting.
apparently there were some witnesses to his death that the person who wrote the book had found and interviewed.
Oy.
My god.
Kalina, she just kind of sees the part and she's like, you're on that pot. Oy. And she kind of shivers a little bit.
What part? And Cobra leans over and looks.
As you lean over and look, you see a passage that says, the young man said that he saw the Catalyst Warrior have his throat ripped from him, watching him choke on his own blood.
Huh.
And Cobra just says out loud, like, my god. And like slowly gets back into his seat. Okay.
Yes, it's the.
Hagar wants to read the
passage about
page.
his death.
Hey, Gaka. You lean over and read it, and you decide to read a little bit farther. And you see, like, the next passage says, after the assassins had left, the boy says he stayed with the body of Astraeus, trying his hardest to heal his wounds to no avail.
Oh.
Even as life flourished around the warrior's fallen body, it did not move an inch.
Oh. Isn't that a Tumblr prompt?
Don't come for me. Don't
No,
fucking
I'm-
come for me.
No, I'm not complaining. I love that prompt.
Yeah.
It is a good
I
one.
love it. It's so good.
I've put it in there to explain another thing about something.
Yeah.
But
Interesting. Sarah just kind of stares at the page and pretty much just offers a huh. And then sits back down.
yeah. Kalina, you see, well, all of you see the page flip again. And Kalina, you remember this page because you very quickly flipped past it. It is an illustration depicting the witness with Astraeus' body, trying to revive him.
Oh my god.
It is, even in the black and white of the monochrome, it is very detailed, as it was described by the witness, the young man.
Oh, poor kid.
And, well, Kalina, you feel your knife on, like, in your hand being slowly pulled, and then it, like, sort of flips and points at a specific spot in the illustration.
Oh? What?
Astraeus is taking your knife and pointing with it.
And she looks like, because she's mostly surprised at what happened.
At the tip of the knife, Kalina, you see a very faint little detail that is so tiny that if you were not looking for it, you wouldn't have noticed it. On the ground and in the grass, illustrated close to Astraeus' head, is a small snail.
Yes, I called it! Sorry.
A snail.
She's
Lich
screaming.
snail. Lich snail. Lich snail.
Yeah.
But yeah, Cleo, like, she sees this and just like she adjusts her glasses, just like,
Snail.
oh. So it is you.
There is no response from the spirit next to you, but the book swivels around, like facing the other way, and you see it like kind of getting pushed across the table. Astraeus pushes it all the way over to Sarzoth, and the knife that was still floating in his hand, he stabs it into the wood of the table next to your plate.
Oh.
A little dramatic, but
Dramatic.
Sarzoth,
She's probably gonna complain, just like, hey, this is a really nice table.
it'll be fine.
It's fine.
Astraeus doesn't care, he's dead.
He don't care. He's dead.
Okay. Sarzoth leans forward over his plate and takes a look at it. And he reads like the passage just beneath the illustration, and he reads the passage just on the previous page. And Sarzoth kind of rubs his face and he says, "Well, I suppose that would explain why you didn't want to talk to me at first." And he kind of cheeky little grin, like, "Yeah, your throat was ripped out. That explains why you didn't want to talk to me."
Oh my god!
And it does.
Sarzoth doesn't give a single shit.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't care. But Sarzoth is just kind of staring blankly at the space where Astraeus supposedly is. Listening to him. And then he sort of tilts his head, does a little face like, huh, goes, well, suppose that makes sense, but and he just kind of like thinks as Astraeus probably begins speaking again. Oh, don't be mean to him. He thinks. Thanks. He's not even here to defend himself.
Oh my god! He's not even here!
Audra's not even here to defend her boy. But, yeah. Sarzoth just kind of, rolls his eyes, probably done hearing whatever Astraeus has to say, and he goes back to eating after he, gently closes the book and slides it back across the table to you, Kalina.
Yeah, Kalina, she picks up the book and carefully places it with the other light tome. And just carefully pulls out her knife from the table, and she just kind of says, "Didn't have to stick it into the table, you know. This is a really nice mahogany table."
The ghost is being dramatic.
Of course he is. He's the one who spent his entire life on a revenge plot.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Respect.
Dead parents. He's the
This is where
dramatic
my
orphan.
parents died, Raphael.
How a bummer.
That's Sarzoth. How a bummer, dude.
How a bummer.
I'm gonna draw that now. This is where my parents died, Sarzoth.
Parents died
How a
How a
bummer,
bummer.
dude.
How a bummer.
Oh, we live in a
Anyway.
society.
But that I'm literally drawing turtles right now. So that
When are you not, though?
that's true.
Nowadays.
That's true.
Yeah, anyway, oh dear, oh my god.
Hmm. Uh, after a little bit, Mr. Santiago comes into the dining room and he says, Commander Barrica's here to speak with you.
Oh,
And then he does a little bow and steps aside, and Berica comes in. And she says, Hello, everybody. Good morning.
good morning, Commander.
I've got some news about the next little stop that we have.
Alright.
Now, you all have had it pretty good with the past few cities, being able to be dropped off within them, as they all have open borders and air docks. But, unfortunately, the empires of Wrath and Lust have... Well, we've been notified that they have closed their borders to any airships.
Oh?
Yes.
Huh.
So, unfortunately, I will not be able to fly you to either. You will have to be dropped off at the Midway City that lies in the valley between the two. The city of Edinburgh.
Wait, question. What was the name of, like, the area between the Wrath and Lust again?
It's just the river valley. It's like a valley that has a river.
Okay, because I was just
Valley.
wondering, because that's what you said. Where, because that's where Ophelia said that Kalina's ex was.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, in that area,
Yeah.
between the two cities.
Yes. So the
Oh my god.
the halfway city of Edinburgh. It is a large city right on the river. And Erica says, Of course, I suggest that you do pack up the horses with plenty of provisions, as it will be quite a long journey to and from each city.
Of course.
You can imagine, yeah.
And, well, we'll be arriving the day after tomorrow, so you have today, tomorrow, and a little bit of the next morning to prepare.
Alright, well, that's good. Always good to hear.
Oh, and just a bit of fair warning. The roads going up the plateaus are not exactly well paved. They are old and mostly taken on foot. They are not designed for carriages, but they will take carriages. So I suggest that you all be very careful going up the winding roads, up the plateaus, and travel single file, why don't you?
Alright.
Don't
Thank
want
you.
any of you falling off.
Yes, that would not be ideal.
Yeah.
Well, I'm assuming that you're probably going to meet with Dusk, either later today, tomorrow, whenever.
Yes.
But I will see you the day after tomorrow.
Alright.
Sounds
Sounds
good.
good.
Have a nice day, everyone. And she does
You
a
as
little
well, Commander.
bisexual finger guns, and then
Yeah.
leaves.
Finger guns.
Finger guns.
I'm out of here.
Finger guns.
Hey.
So yes, you have today, tomorrow, and then a little bit of the next day until you are ready to descend to Edinburgh. I keep pronouncing it different every time. Is it Edenbrook or Edinburgh? We don't know. It's supposed to be based on
knows?
the Garden of Eden, but also British people.
British.
Also British people.
Fucking British.
It's called Who Cares? It adds flavor.
The flavor text, Sharon.
The flavor text. Is it
Yay.
Edinburgh or Edenbrook? Nobody really knows.
Nobody
Yeah, no one
fucking knows.
No one knows.
Is it Worcestershire or Worcestershire?
I also just realized we're almost like done with our route because like we stop at like because like we got Leonia's temple, Veranda's temple, and then Frost's temple, and then we go to the Arya's tree.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But first, before you go to the Arya's tree, you gotta figure out how to use all your fucking powers to do the thing.
Yeah.
I mean, we got
Magic montage time.
Yeah, but Verbena
Probably
was
gonna
the
take a
only person
while.
who knew about the combination in the Holy Flame, so it's not in
Yeah.
that book.
Yeah. I mean, at the very least, the book will help us like harness
Yeah.
the catalysts more and like actually teach us how to properly use them. But
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, what do you want to do first? You can go to the Harpies. You can go talk to Dusk.
Dustin
I mean-
Harpies?
yeah, maybe like the Harpies first, and like if we don't have time today, then definitely Dusk tomorrow.
Yeah. So,
And yeah. Also, sorry if there's any background noise. My nephew is here, and him and his dad are they tend to be both quite loud.
doing man things like being loud and annoying. No shade to men, I am one. Okay,
Yeah.
all the shades. My self-loathing is
Oh.
very
Hold
strong.
on. I'll
Oh,
be back. We'll be
honey.
back.
Okay. Oh my god.
But yeah. As
Yeah,
per usual, recently, Freya is kind of going fucking wild.
yeah.
And you didn't really notice this because most of the time they've been wearing like their full coverage clothes, but today they're just kind of running around in pants.
Roughing it.
Fucking fur.
They're creature in.
Their creature in. No clothes necessary, cause their shit don't be out anyways. They be fuzzy.
Mm-hmm.
But you notice that their fur is a lot thicker than when you first met them.
They're cold.
They're significantly
Oh.
fluffier. And
Okay, I'm back. Yeah, BTB left.
Oh,
and
no.
Floyd wants to go with his mom and sister.
aw,
Oh.
Oh.
He likes them.
he likes.
Yeah, but I think I'm pretty sure Floyd just does not like men.
Oh.
Dogs can be
Oh.
sexist too.
You're the exception, though.
Equal rights.
I guess, yeah.
You're
I-
just
now
the
get-
right balance of man and not for a dog.
Yeah.
Apparently.
I'm gonna
Perfect balance.
now wear my headphones so no echo.
No echo.
Yay.
Static electricity from
There
Freya.
Static electricity. They do that thing where that dogs do, where they like flop on the carpet and then like drag themselves around and they just
Oh,
shock
yeah, like the
people.
sploot.
But you also notice that the other creatures, Asami and Finn, are fluffier as well. They've all got their winter coats on. They're all poofy.
They're
Fluffy
poofy.
boys. The fluffy boys.
Aw.
The children are getting floofy.
Aw. They're so fluffy. They're gonna need to be brushed. Kalina, she mostly sees Freya running around, and she kind of gets a little bit of an idea. Mostly cause, what she had read about, the light magic.
Mhm.
She's gonna make a little crystal in her hand. Not one that's too big. And, where it's kind of like it comes to almost a bit of a point. Not sharp, but just a little bit more straight, I suppose.
A little
And then
wand.
yeah, like a little wand, if you would. And then she creates a tiny little ball of light and sees if she can actually put it in the crystal.
Yeah. You bring the little ball closer and closer to the crystal, and it phases through the surface, and as it does, you see it start to reflect out into little shards of light.
Okay. She wants to see if she can try it, get it into a position where it's mostly going out of one end. I mean, she might be able to just put her hand around it.
You sort of close your fingers around it. I don't know how to describe this. But imagine you're holding a mozzarella stick by the end, with all
Yeah,
of your
basically.
fingers.
Yeah, with all your fingers, yeah.
You're doing that with the little crystal. And block the light coming from all the points except for the little point on the end.
Yeah.
And it concentrates into a little fleck of light on the ground.
But yeah, Kalina, she smiles, and then she starts kind of moving it around where Freya and the other creatures are, just to see what happens.
Freya kind of notices and stops what they're doing, and you see the end of their tail just flick a little bit, like their feathers, just feathered end, just.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can't see it because their head isn't facing you, but their eyes are big.
Their dial.
Amazing.
It's time to be
Yes.
fucking stupid.
It's big stupid time.
Uh-huh.
And
Kalina, she is.
you
Sorry,
see
go ahead.
Freya kind of get lower to the ground.
The wiggles.
Yeah, they're
Oh, the
wiggling
little,
a little bit.
loaf
The
wiggle.
wiggling.
Yes.
So they're just watching it currently, as it hasn't moved much.
Yeah, and Kalina, she moves it.
They sort of jolt and then sort of move forward towards it and do the little cat thing where they
Yeah.
pat the ground.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And their tail is kind of thrashing everywhere.
Yeah.
And then you see Asami do the little play bow and wag her tail as she kind of towards it.
Yeah.
I don't know how to describe the dog thing.
Yeah.
There's the cat thing and then there's the dog thing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But yeah, Kalina, she just continues moving it around and she just has Like a very silly grin on her face.
Yeah. Now all three of the little gremlins are going after that laser. They are
Yay!
all playing in the foyer, and
Yay!
they are having a good time, sort of tumbling over one of another occasionally.
Aww. Kalina, she can't really help but laugh at this, like a little bit.
Hmm.
Is anybody else in the party just making any comment? Like,
Do we know this?
yeah,
I
do
mean,
they notice?
Please say I noticed.
as y'all are kind of getting up from breakfast, you come into the foyer, you see Kalina, like, standing a couple steps up on the stairs, pointing a laser with a crystal around the floor, and the three little gremlins
my
are going after
God.
it.
Oh my god, yes.
And she has a stupid grin on her face.
Yeah.
What do you think of
I
that?
wonder if I could do like bubbles as well.
Bubbles.
Bubbles.
Having a good time.
Bubbles.
When dogs try to
Clement
bite
just
bubbles. Hum,
Exactly.
Yeah.
hum,
Clement just sees her doing this and just like, darling, what are you
what are you
doing?
doing? I'm playing with the pets. They need enrichment.
They've been cooped up inside.
It's been so
Dude.
cold outside, they haven't been able to play properly.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, Kalina eventually she like, you know, puts out the light after one of the creatures, don't know who, like, you know, like bats over it. Like, you know, like they think they have it under their little hands or their little paws, but then it's gone.
Asami puts her paw over top of it, and you make it go away. And then she lifts her paw up. She pulls it back, and she's doing the dog thing where they're like on one
Yeah.
foot, like staring.
Uh-huh. It's like, where'd it go?
Where'd it go?
Where's it going? Oh, I had it.
The parents just like, Asami, what did you do? You let it get away.
And they're all just kind of staring, like, what?
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 What happened?
Fucking what?
Magic. Where did it go?
Oh my gosh. But yeah, Kalina, she goes back up the stairs to finish getting ready for the day and to put the tomes in a safe and secure spot.
As you are getting ready to go into your room, you feel. Sorry.
Good.
Here, I'll get mate.
Tired bitch hours. You feel a presence watching you.
Kalina, she looks over both of her shoulders to see if anyone's there.
As you look over your shoulders, you see Sarzoth walking down the hall away from you towards his room.
Oh. Guessing Estrellas is also probably there.
Yep.
Yeah, she just like, you know, kind of tilts her head and smiles a bit before going into her room.
You think maybe he finds it endearing that you're nerding out about him so much.
Aww. It's like, yeah, this guy is so cool.
And he's like, oh yeah? Am I? Just for a refresher, if you don't remember what Astraeus looks like.
Yeah, it's him.
Yeah.
It's the boy.
He's the guy from the really cool animation that Arrows
The
did. You
really
should
cool
totally check it out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking pop it up because I don't give a
Yes.
shit.
You
I
should.
spent 3 fucking
Oh, God.
days on this goddamn animation. I'm
You
gonna
put so much
show
effort
it.
into that.
It's so good.
You gotta
Gonna
watch
show
it.
I'm gonna show this shit. Everybody look at
It's
my
so
fucking
cool.
JoJo animation.
It's so good.
Yes.
It's awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, we're just gonna have it in the corner.
Yeah. Happy JoJo hours for episode 50.
Yay!
I spent 3 fucking days on this and flip a clip. God damn
I
it.
also
It looks
just realized
amazing.
something.
Yeah.
We might have enough space again to have the fridge.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be right away, but I just
I
just
wanna
And your
realized
animation
like,
deserves
wait a
to be
minute.
on the fridge.
I want to start doing something where I add little things on the table, actually, like in front of y'all. Like, just
Ooh.
little things.
Ooh.
That'll be cute.
Like a little thing that has dice or something.
Aw, yeah.
Yeah.
Or like little
Yes.
things that indicate, you know, different NPCs or stuff about the campaign.
Yeah.
So, like,
Yes, yes, yes.
so like the,
I can help with
Sis-
drawing that. That'll be really fun.
yeah,
It'll be really fun to draw stuff for that.
yeah. I might have you color it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was possibly even thinking of having like a super transparent Astraeus behind Zarzov.
Oh, that'd be so funny.
That would be really cool.
But, yeah. Yes, you feel the presence of Astraeus, sort of in the hall when you turn around.
Yeah. But yeah, she then just, like, you know, goes back into her room and starts to get ready the rest of the way. God, sorry, my window's rattling.
You're
I
good.
can hear it.
Welcome to fucking Thunderstorm. Welcome to the Thunder Bowl!
Woo!
Genshin.
But, yeah.
Finally turn on my music. I
Fun.
used to have music playing during this, but I didn't have it. Cause, yeah,
Cause
Yay.
friend. But,
cause friend.
you, everybody gets ready, and those of you who are going to, see the Harpies, and also talk to Dusk, get ready to head out.
Yeah. Klena's
Right.
making sure to bring a fresh notebook
Mm-hmm.
because she's also very interested and she's definitely gonna
Yeah.
write things down.
Uh,
Or at the very least, draw.
yeah. For brevity's sake, I'll just say that the 3 of you are the ones that decide to go, because I don't feel like playing any extra NPCs today.
Yeah, that's valid.
Understood.
The 3 of you decide to go to meet Pharaon and
Yay.
talk to Dusk. So, the 3 of you head out to the stern of the ship where the harpy roost is to meet up with Pharaon and Mr. Rainbow.
Yay!
Apologies for my coughing that I've been doing today.
You're all good, man.
I'm getting better. That's the good part. Peace.
No, fuck it. I'm gonna see if there's like a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure theme song.
They're all really fucking hype. So
It
Oh.
is
there's a
JoJo.
million. So if you want the one that it would be more Sarzoff, go for Stand Proud. Or End of the World. Or Jotaro's theme. Because that's who Sarzoff
Yeah,
is
just
based
by
on.
those titles alone, that sounds right.
10 steps, 2 10 steps, 2 10 steps. And I'm not gonna sing the rest of the song because then I'll get devolved and psycho.
Yeah.
I'm a JoJo fan, derogatory.
I tried getting into JoJo and I just couldn't.
It's a rough one to get into because of the first episode. Look at
I
you,
watched-
Dio.
I gave it like 3 episodes, and
Yeah.
I just couldn't.
Part
just
one
couldn't.
is very slow, and it's one that you have to tough through. Part two
Yeah,
ramps it up.
I've gotten
part
through
three.
some pretty rough anime. I'm proud to say, kind of,
Mm-hmm.
but it wasn't
Uh,
so much the slowness. I can handle slowness.
Yeah.
It was just all of the shouting all the
Yeah.
damn time.
Yeah,
Everything was so exhausting. It was
it's a lot.
exhausting to watch.
It's a loud
just-
anime. It's
Yes, and I
it's-
respect
it's
people
one
who
of the
can handle that.
animes.
I just couldn't. I couldn't do that to myself.
I wish I could say it gets less shouty, but it doesn't.
I really didn't think it did.
Yeah. The shoutiness, you get used to it. It just becomes
Mhm.
part of it. And, like, Dio's probably the most annoying shouty voice, honestly. So, getting past Phantom Blood.
Is he the green one?
No. Dio's
The blonde?
blonde asshole.
The blonde,
The
okay.
blonde asshole who makes everybody's life a living hell.
Gotcha.
Green? Which green one are you talking about?
I don't know.
I'm thinking
vaguely-
of part one and I'm like, green?
I'm vaguely trying to remember a character whose shirt is green, but I don't know.
Green shirt.
I tried watching it like back in high school, so it's been a few years.
I'm gonna
High
make...
school was a few years ago. Oh my god.
Oh god, jeez. God, I'm gonna make you watch
Anyway.
JoJo's. Don't worry about it.
Please-
We'll do a
Please
comment.
don't.
If I do a commentary along with it, it might be funny.
Yeah.
I love the effort. I really don't think I can subject myself to it.
What if I make
I
you?
really appreciate.
What if we watch the Italian Twinks one? The Italian Twinks, part 5.
We watched the good ones.
Italian Twinks Mafia. You're gonna love Bruno. He's a mom. He's a mother. He's a mother with a bob cut. Like a little bob. You'll love Bruno.
Okay.
He's an Italian mother of like 5 or 6. Don't worry about it. We're talking about JoJo now. I'm sorry.
All right.
I'm sorry.
Hey, this is what happens.
JoJo is one of my very many animes that I love.
Mhm.
And if you didn't know, Sarzoth is based off of Jotaro Kujo from Stardust Crusaders, and Astraeus is basically Star Platinum. Yes, I'm allowing it in the campaign because I'm also
Of course.
a JoJo fan. Derogatory. Audrey came up to me and she's like, I want to make a JoJo, and I said, I'll allow it. But you're heading off to the Harpies on the stern of the ship.
Harpies.
As you're heading there, you see Mr. Rainbow and Farron out there, talking with supposedly the clan leaders, or like, trying to talk with the clan leaders of the Harpies. They are very large, and they have golden and white feathers.
Ooh.
Kalina might need to use your diplomacy.
Yeah.
Mr. Rainbow is just like, damn it, Farron, where's your girlfriend when we need her?
Yeah. They're talking with the clan leaders. And, you can see some of the other harpies that are just, like, looking at them, and some of them are looking at you as you're approaching. They have very humanoid faces, but they're slightly uncanny.
Yeah.
And of course, because they have bird-like necks, they can sort of tilt their heads at unnatural angles
Yeah.
as they look at you from afar
Yeah.
with their big eyes.
Ooh.
And you can hear
Question.
the chirping.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
You can hear the chirping.
I wonder
Okay.
since. No, that'll be stupid, but I could understand bird now.
Burp.
I don't know.
Question.
Doubt. I don't know.
But, yes,
Thought came
Kalina.
across my mind.
Does Kalina know like anything? Like, what does Kalina know on harpies? Do I need to roll? For that?
You know, mostly what Farron told you, and then, just the basics. They are survivalists. They live in smaller clans that are mostly mountain or treetop based. And they have their own language and don't really try to understand common or any other languages. So they
course.
rarely ever communicate with other people.
Yeah.
But for the most part, they are pretty neutral to people unless they have been proven by that people around them are hostile. So like,
Okay.
and they hold a grudge, obviously.
Yeah.
Very
Does Kalina
intelligent.
know any like any like basic do's and don'ts, like like how to properly show respect, like things like that?
Basically just body language. If you act fearful towards them and defensive, they will also be on the defensive.
Okay.
So if you're like sort of anxious around them and jerky and like reaching for a weapon or something, they will also be on the defensive and like show aggressive behaviors because
Okay.
they see you as unstable and unpredictable.
Okay.
With certain
I should probably stand far away.
with certain types of harpies, you were told by Farron, the Grigori, eat hearts from your chests if they see them.
Okay.
That is
Lovely.
just their nature of hunting. They don't do it out of like malicious intent. That is just instinct and nature for
Yeah.
them.
How they be.
Yeah, Kalina is gonna make sure to.
They just see you as easy prey.
Yeah, she's gonna make sure to relay all of this. Make sure to keep your heart cavities covered, and don't show any fear. And she looks at Tegog when she
This and
says
that.
this specifically. Do not reach for any weapons. Because if you do, they will as well. They will
And their
notice.
weapons are their claws. And another one, which was mentioned by Pharaon, the Black Reapers, which are the flightless harpies that are all black. Do not look them directly in the eye until they bob their heads and chirp at you. If you meet their eye, like, at first and keep eye contact with them for too long, you will start to feel your soul being sucked out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They'll
okay.
steal your soul.
Lovely.
Yeah. Kalina also relays this. Oh, and one more very important thing. The Black Reapers, right?
Yes, Black Reapers.
Okay. Yeah. The Black Reapers, do not look at them directly in the eye until they bob their heads and chirp at you. Because if you don't, they will try and suck your soul out of your body.
I'm okay.
So,
And Tiggex in the background and just kind of goes, lovely.
Lovely. I'm gonna stay over here.
I'm gonna stand over here and just kind of like avoid everything. Don't mind me.
yeah.
Stay my happy ass over here. But yeah. That is everything you know already about the
Yeah.
herpes.
Like, like basic do's and don'ts.
Yes. Also, a polite thing to do is to bow your head multiple times. You know how birds kind of bob their heads up and down?
Yeah.
So if you like bow your head a couple times at them and they do the same, it's like a mutual respect
Yeah.
kind of a gesture.
Yeah. Kalina also realized that. I would say something, but right, I've said enough.
Yes, enough is
I have said enough. I need a drink.
So you head up to Theron and Mr. Rainbow. And the pale harpies sort of take notice of you and they lift their heads up and chirp in your direction. And Pharaon gestures to all of you and says, these are our friends. And then he does a gesture with his hand that he has a glove on that looks like a harpy foot. He has a glove on one of his hands that looks like a harpy foot. And he does sort of a sign,
Ah,
a very
okay.
simple sign after he says friend.
Oh.
And the pale harpies sort of smile a little bit with their mouths closed and chirp
Yeah.
in response to that and sort of nod their heads. It's like, ah, yes, friend.
Yeah. Kalina, she also bows her head a couple times,
I do the same.
making sure
Yeah.
to not do any eye contact yet with anyone.
Yeah,
At least the
Uh.
Black Reapers.
yeah.
Tiggex probably just like staring at a rock.
Yeah. I am just going to stare at a rock here in the corner because if I do anything other than that,
I will
Cool-
die
Cool pebble you got
and put
there.
everyone in danger.
cool rock you got there, kid.
Cool rock you got there.
But the harpies bow their heads back to you, indicating that they welcome your presence.
Yay.
And then Mr. Rainbow and Farron are like together. They are doing the signs with their harpy claw gloves,
Yeah.
and you see that the harpies are doing them back.
Oh.
Because-
so that's how communication works.
Yep, because the harpies don't really have the voice boxes to speak common.
Yeah.
They communicate with other people through gestures
Yeah.
that they use to communicate with the sick, the old, and the young, who have not developed voices or have undeveloped voices.
Yeah.
So, harpies are very developed. They have their own sign language.
That is so
Yay.
cool. I
Mhm.
want to learn it.
Very cool.
I am not developing a sign language for fucking harpies. Do you think I'm crazy? I am crazy, but do you think I'm that crazy?
No, don't do that to yourself, man.
They've only got 4 fingers.
Well, that's better than God, I even can say. Low key, kind of doing thing with turtles and their 3 fingers.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
I'm
I get
insane.
that.
Uh,
We're both insane.
Yeah. I'll
That's
see
how
from
we
that
be.
one episode. But yeah.
That one episode.
I'm not
Take it down,
developing.
boys.
We're not no.
I'm not developing sign for
Nope,
birds.
you're good.
Cobra does like
Birds.
like things internally like I want to learn that.
I want to learn that.
You
Kalena's
gotta
also
learn.
like that. Like she also thinks that because she's just like, oh, that would actually be pretty useful.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool.
She has multiple languages under her belt.
Yeah. Let's learn another. But
And Takeoff's just really into this rock. She's probably just like sitting in the back, trying to be as unnoticeable as possible,
Bonus points.
but still
The
trying
Rock
to
is a
keep an eye
jade.
on Kalina and everyone.
The Rock is a jade.
shade. Giggling. But Farron decides he's gonna talk with you while also signing. We're gonna do some multitasking here.
Yay!
And he says, well, we found out from the clan leaders that the fledgling is doing quite well. And after we are done talking, I believe that we will be able to go over and do a little checkup on the darling.
Nice.
That's wonderful.
And
Good to hear that they're well.
then Farron does a sign, and in the sign he gestures to the group. And the larger of the 2 harpies deeply nods their head and signs back. And Farron says, the clan leaders say that you are welcome to join us in seeing the little one.
That
We
would
would be honored.
be really cool.
And then Mr. Rainbow turns his head towards you all and says, shall we then? And then the clan leaders, they sort of all chirp in tandem and begin leading everybody over.
We're gonna see a little baby.
You notice that
I'm just
specifically,
trying not to be noticed.
you notice that the clan leaders in particular wear a lot more adornments than the rest of the clan.
Ah.
most of the members of the clan are wearing very simple, like wooden, and bone jewelry,
Mm-hmm.
and like the occasional hide, like little hide straps or bags and such
Yeah.
strung around them. But the clan leaders are wearing jewelry that has little bits of sea glass, seashells, small little like trinkets that they've picked up, like tarnished coins that have holes drilled in them.
Yeah.
Like bent pieces of silverware. Like
Ah.
one has a around one of their like ankles, they have a fork that has been bent into a bracelet.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like a little
That's
fork.
very cool.
Yeah. There's like jewelry that's a little more fine by their standards.
Yeah.
It's like metals and glass and actual jewels and things.
Shiny things.
Yeah. Just to sort of convey their status.
Yeah.
But the clan leaders sort of flank the group as they lead you towards like through the maze of nests that they've set up
Yeah.
on the stern of the ship to a nest that is dead center, like in the middle of the like group.
Oh. Important, baby.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Where you see that there is a sort of rusty red harpy with very long hair that is tied loosely into braids that are strung with bits of like animal intestine string,
Yeah.
and it has its eyes closed at the moment. It's kind of like hunkered down, sleeping a little bit, and the clan leaders chirp at it, and it opens its
Hey, yo,
eyes,
wake up.
blinks a little bit, and opens its eyes, and stretches out its neck and like shakes, shakes all the feathers,
Aw.
and chirps in response. And
Oh,
the
baby.
clan leaders sort of gesture their heads towards the group, and Mr. Rainbow and Farron do a greeting sign with the clawed hands that just sort of looks like sort of clasping the hands very quickly twice in succession and then
Ah.
tilting it outward from oneself. So
Okay.
just like a gonna turn on my camera.
Hi. Ah,
Like that.
okay.
So yeah.
Taking mental note.
And then the red harpy does it back, and she stands up from the nest, and you hear tiny little peeping from underneath her fluff as she stands up.
Wait, is this not the baby?
No, she's the mama.
Oh. We're gonna see an actual baby! Oh my god!
So she stands up and moves out of the way, sitting down just behind baby. And each of the clan leaders sort of take their positions on the outer rims of the nest, keeping watch, as Farron and Mr. Rainbow very gently step into the nest, and you can hear the peeping of the baby. He's like, Mama, where'd the worm go?
Where'd the worm I'm cold?
So, Farron, sort of sits down in the nest, and you see him very gently scoop up the baby. And it has the same rusty red feathers as its mother, but much more sparse. And its hair is, much shorter and sort of scraggly.
Yeah.
And it has a small, chubby little face. Much
Aw,
like a baby.
Kalena's literally gonna think that this is like the cutest thing ever. It's like, oh, it's a baby.
And Farron kind of cradles it a little bit so it's on its back, so its chest is up. And then Mr. Rainbow takes out from his bag that he has a stethoscope.
Aww.
And he rubs the part that goes against your chest against his hand for a little bit to warm it up,
Yeah, don't want it to be too cold.
and then puts the other ends in his ears, and then presses it against the baby's chest, and it sort of
Oh, baby.
keeps at the weird metal touching it, even though it's not cold. And Farron just gently strokes its head with the clawed hand to mimic a parent stroking the baby's head.
Yeah.
And it calms down as Mr. Rainbow feels around listening for breathing, heartbeat, all that stuff. And then you see him nod, and then he turns to the mother of the baby and does some signs to her, and she seems pleased as she chirps happily, and her feathers sort of fluff up.
Nice.
And she's doing chirps, and then you hear like the harpies around them start mimicking it, and it's like, everybody is excited that the baby is doing okay.
Aw.
Yay!
Yay. Oh, baby.
Yeah. So
Yay.
Farron turns to you all and he says, well, it looks like the little one is doing perfect. Everything
Oh, that
seems
is
to be
amazing.
going wonderfully.
That's wonderful to hear.
And Farron is just kind of holding the baby, and he's got his big fluffy coat on,
Yeah.
and you can see the baby kind of like rubbing its face into the fur of his coat
Oh.
because it's very soft.
Kalena's heart is just gonna explode at this.
You can see its like little feet are sticking out, and you see like its little toes flex every now and again.
Oh, bad.
Little biscuits.
Yeah.
Little
Little
biscuits.
baby. Little baby.
But the mama comes close to Farron, and Farron sort of hands the baby off to her, and with one of her feet she cradles the baby and uses the back of her wing, like the long pinion feathers, to support the baby's head as she gently lowers it back to the ground and nuzzles it with her face before sort of hunkering back down over it, roosting over it. Keep the baby warm. And you hear the peeps slowly get muffled.
Oh,
Beep, 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 beep.
oh, baby.
Muffled by her fluff. And Pharaon and Mr. Rainbow stand up and they speak with the chieftains for a while. And the chieftains seem pleased. And they bow their heads. And the ones that like are close to either of them sort of bump their foreheads with Mr. Rainbow and Pharaon.
Aw.
It's like a sign of thank you.
Bonk.
Bonk.
Bonk. Thank you.
Bonk.
Bonk you.
Yay.
Bonk you.
Bonk you. And then Farron and Mr. Rainbow do a sign for goodbye, which is similar to the greeting, but instead of tilting the hand outwards, you tilt it in.
Ah, okay. I see.
Do two and then tilt it in. Like, in and down towards your chest.
Yeah.
And the chieftains and the mom do it back. And then, you guys start leaving the nesting area. And you see that the other harpies are sort of all happily chirping and also, like, waving you goodbye, basically.
Aw.
Oh,
My brain is just too focused on the little baby.
You see other small fledglings sort of bouncing about between nests, flapping their wings excitedly, squawking.
Aw.
Some of them trying to sign as they walk and falling over,
Oh,
Oh.
baby.
taking a little tumble.
Oh. Oh, my heart.
you have no
But,
idea how
they're
much I
trying
want
their
to make
best.
a party character to play as because it sounds awesome.
Maybe we'll do a harpy one-shot if you're up to it.
Yes.
Okay, let's see him die.
God, he's
He
dying.
said, "It's so cute, I'm gonna die."
Eh.
It's so
And then he
funny, I'm
does
gonna
die.
He does die. And then Caleb died. Of cuteness.
We're gathered here today to mourn for the loss of Caleb, who
Who
died
died of
like a
cuteness.
noob.
Died like a noob of cuteness. But yeah. The checkup on the bebé is completed. Everything's going wonderfully. No
Yay,
problems with the
yay.
bebé.
And none of us died.
And nobody
Whoa.
died.
Yay!
Everybody was too focused on
Almost.
baby to be doing anything stupid.
And I just sat there doing nothing.
Looking at a rock.
Wow, this floor is sure made of floor.
Yes, it is.
The floor here is made out of floor.
Yes.
Look at this fascinating rock. Am I going to move to pick it up? Absolutely not. I cannot alert them to my presence.
If I stand very still.
If
I
I
become
stand very
invisible
still,
to
I
the naked
become
eye.
invisible to the naked eye.
They're harpies, not dinosaurs.
It's close enough.
I don't know
She's
that.
fucking trying.
She's trying her best. But, yeah. Playing
For
doctor,
once, she's not trying to pick a fight.
Playing doctor has concluded. Now you have to go do
Yay.
political things, like talk with Dusk.
Yeah.
Well,
No more looking at cute babies. Sedge. We'll get to do that next Monday. Every Monday you get to go check on a baby.
Oh,
No.
we get to check out the baby.
Now I'm just
Yay.
thinking which one of the gods would absolutely love the fact that we got to see a baby heartbeat.
Avita.
Lavina.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
100%.
Yeah, because children are kind of her thing.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
So yeah. Time for you to go see Dusk.
Yeah.
Go, my children, go.
Let's go!
let's go.
Let's fucking go!
So, you head over to meet Dusk at the inn.
Yeah.
And, knock on his door. And, he answers. He says, "Good morning, everybody."
Good morning, Dusk.
He smiles and says, "I presume you're here for the files on, Veranda and Leona?"
Yes, we are.
And then he opens his door and gestures you to come in,
Yay!
where he pulls out the files and he says, "He's not Yuan. That's something he does not do." But he says, "I'm sure that Baraka has told you that we will have to take most of the way to the cities on foot from Edenbrook."
Yes.
And
Came by this morning.
he nods, says, "Well, I think it would be the best option for me to accompany you, as it's very easy to get lost. Going up the plateau faces and actually getting into the cities, as well, the city itself is actually carved into a network in the rock,
Oh.
and it is set down within.
I see.
So the actual roofs of the cities are ground level with the rest of the plateau, but you have to enter from ways down in, and well, it's very complicated, easy to get lost. Many people have died wandering those mazes,
Oh,
Oh, damn.
stars.
and as Baraka never goes into the cities, she rightfully wouldn't know that. So I will accompany you and be a guide."
That would be greatly appreciated. Thank you.
Sounds good.
And then he pulls out two files, and he says, "Well, Veranda, she's a fairly easy person to please, though you might not want to please her too much." And he, like, looks down at you, like, you know, over the bridge of his nose, like, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. I don't even have to say it.
And Kalina, she just nods and just says, "Of course, of course."
But, the easiest way to earn her affection in a genuine is to play into her love of dancing.
Oh? Kalina, like she kind of perks up at the mention of dancing, just like, oh?
Yes, she is quite the avid dancer, or she was, before whatever the hell happened over there. But, she always used to dance with Lyona. They used to dance together as most of the time, being twins. They were each other's company.
Oh.
So, Tyranali has told me that the best gift that we could possibly get for Veranda is a dress that she can dance in.
Kalina, her eyes widen and just like the stars, just like, oh. Dress time.
Yeah, dress time. And for Lyona, of course, he likes dancing too, so...
Oh my god, what if we do a dance party?
We
What
throw a
if-
ball.
What if
a
we
little
threw
mini,
a dance
a
party?
little mini dance party. A mini dance party.
Hilarious, but like, who expects Tagok to know dancing?
She's the most awkward
I
dancer.
mean, there's more to like parties than the dancing could handle security.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you really want to put Tagok in that position?
I mean, one time when she went to sort of fancy gala, she got thrown in jail.
Yeah.
And then Kalina had to bail her out.
Yeah.
I feel like she
Also,
would
didn't help
be pretty
to
good
beat
at
someone up in
security.
a chair.
Yeah.
Totally fucking deserved it.
Bless
Yeah.
you.
God damn it.
Oh, very flowy dress.
Yeah.
Oh, that's such a good dress.
Yeah. It's an older, vintage style dress.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I would at least try that. I would try that on. Me personally.
Flowy.
Yeah. But she
Gotta
just
make
likes
sure
to...
it like fits her though.
Yeah. You might have to get a commission one.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna need it. Yeah, I mean, like, of course we'd commission it for her. We're not just
Yeah.
gonna give her a hand-me-down.
Yeah. She's too good for that.
Too good for- She's a fucking goddess.
But,
And speaking that literally, not as a lesbian.
yeah, not
Yeah.
just as a lesbian. We know you're gay.
Yeah.
We know you wanna... We know you're staring disrespectfully.
Shut.
A lot of you are. Don't worry about it. It's fine. But, yeah. As Dusk hands you the, file for Veranda, you see that there is also a full page that is, written by Tyranali. It's in her handwriting.
Oh.
That has, all of Veranda's measurements and clothing
Oh.
preferences.
Yes.
Oh,
Girls prepared us.
I know what my sister likes, and I know what her size is.
Yay.
You can see by the measurements that Tyranali has written that Veranda is quite tall. She is, according to this size chart that Tiranali has written, over 15 feet.
Oh dang. Yeah, this would be a hefty commission.
Yeah, she's a big girl.
Mhm.
All I wanna do, see it turn
Turn
into
into
a giant woman.
Giant woman.
Giant woman. Ah,
But
women.
he continues and he says, of course, Lyona is very similar interests to Veranda. He loves dancing. Though he is a bit more passive in his interests. Generally, he tends to just follow whatever Veranda does, as she's more of the aggressive personality of the two. Surprisingly. You would
Yeah, I was
think
about
it'd be
to
the other way
say.
around. But no, he seems to just follow whatever his dear sister does.
Hmm.
All right.
So, with that being said, a possible way to sway him might be to use Veranda as a kind of leverage.
All right then. Kalina is jotting down notes as Dusk is talking.
And he hands you the file for Leona. And he says,
Yay.
from, of course, what we know, both Leona and Veranda are being controlled, and he does little air quotes, or subdued by heavy use of incense to alter their brain chemistry and keep them in control. We will have to find some way to stop the effects of the incense and to snuff it out as well.
Yes.
As, of course, we don't want to be affected by it either. Because if we all fall under the spell of the incense, we may never leave.
Yes.
That I absolutely hate that they're doing that. Too. That's horrible. Honestly, that is so covered saying that.
It is, truly. But people are driven to horrible extremes. They are blinded by their own ignorance. They cannot even see that what they are doing is horribly inhumane and cruel. But that will not save them from the consequences either.
If they would have put any ounce of thought into it, they would have realized that what they're doing is horrible. But they didn't bother to even do that. That's kind of how I see it.
The radical often act on emotion rather than logic.
Kalina, she does speak up.
Political commentary. Sorry, I
Political
just had to say that.
commentary. Yeah, I was about to say, like, in my head, I was just like, I'm looking at you, the U.S. government.
Looking at the U.S. government.
Yeah.
Hi, America.
Yeah. Also, happy Trans Day of Visibility. Yay.
Welcome to the most trans tabletop RPG on the internet.
Yeah. Anyway, Kalina, she speaks up and says, I will say that I am a bit hesitant about heading closer to Lyona's city. I what?
No, Cobert's just saying right.
It's like, yeah, about
Like, yeah.
that.
Yeah. Kalina, she looks to Dusk and says, I don't know if we had ever informed you about this. Well, it had just never been brought up, but about a month or a month and a half ago,
2
maybe even
months.
2 months now.
2 whole months, pretty much.
Yeah, about 2 months ago. You can kind of see Kalina a little, like, she looks, like, very uneasy, like, as he continues talking. I had an assassin sent after me, and apparently he was sent by Leonia himself. Which, now that we know more information, I doubt that it was actually him that had sent it or he had anything to do with it. But still, just the fact that there was an direct attempt on my life, and that they had almost succeeded, is very nerve-wracking.
Tagon kind of like she puts a hand on Kalina's shoulder,
I'll kill
and
another
she's
for
just
sure
like,
again.
"We'll be fine.
I killed one, I'll kill another. Or 10.
I'll
or
kill
20.
another. It'll be fine. I've killed people before. I've been in jail before.
I'll do it again. Blah, blah.
I'd do it again."
I served my nickel, you come and take me!
I sir, Michael.
My God.
We love making
With that
stupid
attitude of people who've already been to prison and aren't scared of it anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Look,
Taegak isn't scared of
actually,
prison
literally.
anymore.
Yeah,
She ain't
Yeah.
scared of it.
nah.
She's been training for war. This ain't nothing.
You know what would
This
be
is
a
not
raw
him.
ass line? I've met Death, he's cool. I'm not afraid of you.
True.
And Colbert in the background is
I've
just like,
met-
I made
I'm
out with
just-
death.
I'm just gonna
No,
write
you
that
did.
like
You
in
made
an
out with
urgent-
the fucking ferryman. You didn't make out.
Oh,
You made out-
yeah, Brett.
You made
duh.
out with
You
not
didn't make
Death
out with
himself.
Zephyrus. Verbena would have some
Oh,
choice
God.
words with you. Stop fucking kissing my husband. Then she wrote Jolene.
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 Jolie,
Jolene.
Hallmark.
Please don't
I'm
take my mind.
please don't take my
Well,
man.
Dolly Parton said that the actual woman
Yeah.
was not named Jolene. She just named the song after a little girl who she met and loved the name, and she said, I'm gonna write a song about you.
Yep.
Oh,
I
imagine
know
that
all my
girl when she
Dolly
actually
lore.
listens to when she actually listened to Jolene. And then she's like, oh my god.
Oh my god, it's me. I'd be honored. He'd be like, damn, I didn't even try to steal your man. Let's go.
Yay.
Love you, Queen.
Yay.
I love you, Dolly.
But yes, Kalina talking about her assassination attempt.
Yeah.
And Dusk is like, oh.
God damn. God's damn.
But yeah,
But-
what does he think? What does he think?
What does Dusk think about her potential assassination?
You can tell that, like, he's very concerned for you. You can see it in
Yeah.
his face. But he sighs heavily and says, well, I know this may not be much of a comfort, but I can assure you that that assassin is not being controlled by Lyonia, nor was he sent, but regardless, I believe I will ask Baraka if we can have some guards accompany us into the city, regardless, as extra protection.
That
Because
would be great.
even if Lyone himself has no qualms with you, somebody there does,
Yes.
and we don't know
Oh.
what they're thinking.
Oh. I'm not gonna say anything.
Hmm? You're not
I'm
gonna
not
say
saying
anything?
anything. No,
Are you
I'm
gonna
not.
say anything?
No.
No.
I am banned from guessing shit anyway, so I'm not gonna
Yeah,
say
yeah.
anything.
Oh yeah,
He is banned.
he is
You're
banned.
technically
I know
banned.
what you're thinking, though. Actually, I know exactly what you're thinking.
Oh?
I have the
Yeah.
exact thought of what you're thinking,
I
And
am
I'm
not
He is the
gonna say
DM,
anything.
and I'll DM to you and be like, "Is it?"
Wait.
Why don't you reverse it and have Caleb DM you, just in case if it's not, because then he'd be spoilery.
No, I'm just gonna
No,
say
you're
what
right.
I think he's thinking, not what it actually is.
Okay, okay.
I'll never even
had a-
tell him if he's right.
I had a thought, but I'm thinking just like, no. that
What
can't
if
be.
everybody's thinking of the same thing and we're all just like, "No." That's damn.
Eros, DM me what you think that I'm thinking.
If everybody guesses it, I'm just gonna say it. Take a stab.
What?
What do you DM me? What do you think it is?
I
DM.
don't.
Oh my god, I have a freebie!
You have
Okay.
Okay. So,
Okay.
who in this region of the world would possibly have any beef with Kalina?
You son of a bitch!
I hadn't even thought that far ahead, but that's perfect. Well, I guess I've spoiled it. Y'all made it happen. Not even this session. The motherfucking
No.
ex. The ex-fiancé!
Hey, X.
I'm gonna
Y'all.
kill him. I'm gonna kill him.
100
I'm gonna
gigs.
kill him.
Oh my god.
I will fucking kill him. It will be on site.
I'm totally okay with that. I'm totally okay if you kill
The
I
him.
will
question is,
join
would
you.
Kalina-
It'll make a
would
fun
Kalina
battle.
Be okay with it.
Yeah.
See,
Oh.
And then
it took
when
me a second.
he's
Like,
on his
part of her-
knees and blood
part
is
of her may
falling
still
out of
love
his
him.
nose and all of his teeth are gone, and I'm going to break every bone in his fucking body and then turn his skull into a mug to drink out of.
Okay.
Please
See,
don't get us demonetized.
no, we're good. We just can't talk about porn. Colbart,
Yay,
I
we can talk
knew
about violence!
the moment you were like, oh, I'm not gonna say anything. It took me a second, but then I was like, bitch, you're thinking about the ex-husband, aren't you? The ex,
Yeah.
the fucking ex. And then you said,
shit.
wait a minute. And I'm like, she's caught on. Because we were just talking about the ex the other night.
We're just like, oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Y'all connected dots that weren't even there. So I just said, okay.
I've connected the dots. You didn't connect anything. I've connected the
I
dots.
connected them.
You didn't connect things, I've connected them.
I've connected them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where do we leave off?
So the characters, nobody knows this. Does Colbart have a premonition, or is that just you, Caleb?
I don't think he would, honestly.
Yeah.
Because he has heard about the ex, but he's like not thinking actively too much about it because it's an X, and also like the world is way too fucking big.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But you were specifically told, Zephyrus did say that the X is in the Red Plateaus. He
Yeah.
has lived out his life in the Red Plateaus.
Yeah, ever since he was cast out of Creedile.
Yeah. Very fitting for an angry cheater of an X.
It
Yeah.
could, Actually, it might make the story more interesting for him to say it.
Colbert is pretty clever. He might connect the
Yeah.
dots.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
get to
So
choose it. Roll. Roll
okay.
to see if you
Okay.
connect them
Roll to
dots.
see.
Roll.
Wisdom. Wisdom roll to
Roll
see
to
if you
see,
connect them
babe.
dots, baby. And
Okay.
I'll decide how high it needs to be.
Oh shit, my wisdom is not good. Can I do intelligence?
my hand stim.
Sure. Roll intelligence, buddy.
Okay,
Got
thank God.
this.
Oh shit. Okay, never mind. I rolled wisdom and I got a natural 20.
Okay,
I accidentally
so
picked the wisdom. There you go.
alright, that's good.
It's 20 total.
So, Colbert, you're thinking, and when Dusk says, we don't know who could possibly have qualms with you, and you know that, you are like, wait a minute. Did Zephyrus say that Kalina's ex? You're thinking like, oh no. She kind of ruined his life when she, called off the engagement and called him out.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, and basically had him cast out of all of Creedile's high society, and his name is permanently stained.
Yeah, he got
Yeah.
blackballed from everything.
Exactly.
Alright, so Colbert is most likely he's gonna be like leaning back in a chair, listening to stuff, nodding and stuff like that. And then once he thinks like he like shoots up straight, it's like, no, they can't be.
Does he actually say that out loud?
Yes.
Dusk kind of like looks at you like, what the fuck?
Yeah, Kalina, like, she also looks at Colbert, is like, what are you...
As
Yeah, like,
does
he
Tagok.
also looks confused.
Yeah.
Just the,
Didn't Zephy said that your ex was in the region?
Yes, what are you... And Kalina, like, her brain starts... You can
Think
see
about
the
it.
gears turning.
Think about it. Like nobody at the time that the assassination happened, nobody at the time actually knew what we were gonna do. Like it was still very fresh, and we got attacked. There's no way word could have got that far. Yeah,
No.
exactly.
No, he wouldn't. And you can see Kalina, like, on the verge of tears, basically.
oh, Lena.
He wouldn't. He wouldn't.
The room is just getting warmer.
Dusk kind of like stands up and then goes to sit next to you a little bit and like puts an arm like on your shoulder and you rub, he like, tries to comfort you, and he says, I don't know what he was like before, but possibly being in the city, all of these radicalized people of wrath has warped him. He may not be the same person you once knew.
Mob
Kalina,
mentality.
she doesn't say anything, but she might just... She's gonna stand up and just say, I think I need to get some fresh air. Excuse me. And she kind of hurriedly walks out. And she's gonna start walking back to the manor.
Oh my
And she's
God.
crying. Good fucking job, Colbart.
We need a little drama every now
I
and again.
didn't do that. Your ex is the one that fucking tried to kill you.
Yeah, but we don't know that for sure. I mean, like, characters don't know that for sure, but we know that for sure. You know what I mean?
Theatrical irony.
I thought it was dramatic irony.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking of. Theatrical,
Oh, okay.
dramatic.
Yeah,
There's
close enough.
there's
close
so
enough.
many different types of stupid irony.
But yeah, Kalina, she's hurriedly making her way back to the manor, and she's crying.
Oh,
Is
my
anyone
God.
gonna?
Before Tagok and Colbert leave the room with Dusk, Dusk just says, I think it's best if I keep my distance.
Yeah. I turn to take on and say, and I just kind of say, "What makes a murder plans?"
That's the best thing you've said all day, little buddy.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Honestly, yeah, that's actually what she's gonna say. Just not little buddy. She's just gonna look at him. She's radiating, and she's gonna go, "Best damn thing you said all day."
Oh my god. We're gonna conspire a murder. We're gonna
We're gonna
conspire a
conspire
Conspire a
murder.
murder. We're gonna conspire a murder.
They're like holding
Like
on, their arms
they're holding
interlinked,
arms.
skipping down the road.
Just skipping down the road.
We're
Yeah.
gonna
If I
end up
remember
on
correctly,
a
isn't there
murder.
like a musical song called Revenge Party?
Yeah.
Yes, I found it. I'm gonna add it to the playlist.
It's going to
Oh
play
my
like
adding it.
god.
Oh god.
I'm adding it
Into the playlist it goes.
Oh,
into the
God.
campaign playlist. Which, if you would like, folks, we do have a campaign playlist available on Spotify.
Yes.
Woo!
And if you would like to join our Discord, please go to my channel page where it is listed.
Gotta get the promotion, baby.
Yeah, promotion.
For official shenanigans and tomfoolery.
Yeah, official shenanigans, tomfoolery, and other kinds of dumb
Hi.
fucks.
And hijinks too.
Oh, hijinks, definitely.
For sure. the
Hijinks.
Oh, my hip.
Oh no.
Just imagine what we talk about without being restricted by Twitch.
Yay!
Too fucking much.
Yeah, too fucking much. Too much.
You have to confirm your age to be able to get access to that chat.
Yeah.
Anyways, yes, so, Zegak and Colbert are gonna conspire a murder together. How fun.
Yay!
Kalina,
Okay, it'll be really fun to do.
you
Like,
head off back to the manor,
Yeah.
crying. And, as you walk in the door, you see Freya, who comes to a screeching halt, and you
Oh.
see the carpet sort of bunch up under them as they skid,
Oh,
and they turn towards you and look up, and then their ears, like their antennas, kind of go flat back against their head.
Oh.
They look up at you and they're like, "Why are you crying? What happened?"
Oh no, Kalina doesn't know how to explain this to them. And she's gonna say, "Oh, I'll be all right, Freya. It's just talking about someone that I miss a whole lot." And she's gonna kneel down to their level and just kind of cup the side of their face a little bit. I'll be alright. I'll be in my room, okay? I just need a moment alone.
Okay. And
And,
Brea kind of bumps their head up against your shoulder
aw.
affectionately.
Yeah, Kalina, she hugs them and pulls them close and, gives them a little smooch on the forehead. Before she, lets go and, makes her way up to her room.
Yeah.
Uh,
We're killing.
yeah.
Kalina's gonna have a real cry in her room. But
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
That
Revenge
murder
Party plays in
plot.
the background.
That murder plot, though.
Murder
Meanwhile,
Pod,
that
Yay!
we're actually talking about like
We're
what if
talking about it right now.
oh my god.
what if it's less so of like an actual plan for murder and like talking about like what if our characters actually like come up with combo moves.
Oh, the combos.
So we have like we can make steam obviously, so we can use that. But also because I can use like lightning and wind. Fire tornado.
Fire tornado.
Fire
That's
tornado.
exactly what I thought you were gonna say.
Yeah.
Fire tornado.
Fire tornado.
Fire tornado. So I maybe what actually ends up happening is that we talk about how fucking terrible this guy is, but we also end up kind of sparring and coming up with combo moves.
I'm so mad. I gotta fight my homie to not be mad anymore.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Actually, can we roll to see if we could do a fire tornado?
Yeah. So, I'm gonna say for combo moves, this is a new mechanic. For combo moves, you have to roll, within 2 of each other. Doesn't matter if it's 2 less or 2 more, within 2 of each other on your attack.
Damn.
To successfully make a perfect
Write
combo.
that down.
I'm gonna put it in the thing.
We're gonna test that out right now. So
yeah. Y'all need to.
Spells gust, would gust work?
Yes.
Or like okay. Gust hit DC is strength of 14.
Alright, so
I think.
And I could just go with like a produce flame.
Yeah, so Tegak, you have to roll within 2 of that. So,
What was it?
within 2. So
Yes, but what was his
2
roll?
So it was 14. So
Yeah, because the thing for Gus does not have a roll. Instead, the person has to like save like 14. Like they have to roll a strength of 14
yeah.
to be able to save against it.
But if
So
you also get a 14 Tegak, that's a critical. So if you both roll the
Okay.
exact same,
Yeah.
that's a critical.
So
But
if we like both go for moves that are like you don't roll, they're just like a fixed thing, that's probably like the best option to go for.
Yeah, so if it always hits, you're just rolling to see if you combo it, basically.
Oh, okay. I need dice.
So
All right.
okay, so the
I
thing
got close, but I
Okay,
wasn't
so
within
just
2.
Okay, what did you get?
I got a 17.
All right. So that's just
mine-
outside of it. So
Yeah,
like
just
both
outside.
of your
didn't-
attacks do the thing.
Hold on, I didn't actually roll because I was just talking about like the strength thing. Like it doesn't like for Gus it doesn't roll, but if we're doing combo moves, then yeah, it could, let's roll them. Let's see. 1, no.
Okay. All right. So
We're working on it.
that
We're working on it. We'll
fire
figure it out.
tornado would not work. So I'm typing it up right now. So you're actually gonna roll
I wrote it down.
twice to see if
Oh.
your actual attack hits, and then the second roll
Okay.
is to see if your attack combos.
It's the combos.
Got it.
Okay.
So, if your if one of your attacks does not technically hit, but it successfully combos,
What's the win?
the your part of the combo will fizzle out before it hits the enemy.
Got it.
But it will have a residual effect.
Got it. Okay, so yeah, my wind attacks, gust of wind and gust, both of them I don't roll to attack.
Yeah.
The person that I'm attacking has to make a strength saving throw of 14 or higher.
Yeah.
So that's where that part goes, but I still have to roll to see if the combo works. Right?
Yep.
Got it. When should I combo again?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, let's roll.
Just work out the kinks of the mechanic.
Pretty much.
So first is roll for hit, and then second is roll for combofication,
Yep.
as I have written down in my notes. Okay, first is a 9.
Okay, and then I don't roll for to see if it hits. I just roll for combo. Okay.
Right.
I
And
got
then
7
roll
for combo.
All right, here we go. Roll for combo. Damn it, I got an 11.
Mm.
No
That's-
combo.
Maybe 2 is a little
That's-
narrow. Is 2
That's
a
what
little
I'm
too
thinking.
narrow?
That's
It
what
might
I'm
be.
thinking, honestly.
To make
Well,
it
if you try,
easier to just combo things.
Maybe
then
3,
or 4.
4,
3 or 4.
then
What if we do a thing where the more time we use it, up to you, but the more time we use it, the larger the range gets.
okay. Then
Because think about it. We're using a D20. That's 20 options, and then it could be very hard
Yeah.
to land
Yeah.
in a similar group. Either that, or we could switch to another dice and do 2.
yeah.
Up to you.
Then 2.
Maybe like a D8
Yeah.
Yeah.
or 12.
I'm thinking 1d8. So
Yeah.
for the okay.
1d8.
Roll for attack is obviously the 20.
Attack is attack. Whatever.
Yeah.
I need to find D8.
And then
Found it.
you would roll for combo. So you roll a d8, and it has to be within 2 on the 1d8.
Yeah.
Okay. Want to try it again?
Yes.
First
We're
is
working
just
out the kinks of
roll
these
to hit,
mechanics.
just for practicalities,
Yeah.
and
Fun
get used to it.
things.
Yep.
That's a 5.
Does not hit.
Does not hit,
But the combo.
but can I combo?
Let's see. Let's roll. What do you get?
A 2.
3.
Hey!
So
It works.
We made
you
a fire
successfully
tornado!
combo, and Colbart gusts and
Helena
makes a
just looks
tornado,
outside.
and Tagok lights her flame, and a flaming tornado whirls across the deck of Cerulean,
God.
scaring
Helena
any
just looks outside
passerbys.
like,
What the
"Son of a
fuck?"
bitch.
What are y'all doing out there? What the fuck?
We're plotting murder.
Arson! Arson!
Arson!
Arson! Arson! Arson!
Oh
Arson!
god, what if we roll to see if there's any damage from it?
No.
That's horrible, no!
No,
Why did I
that
say
would-
that out loud?
We're only allowed to
not.
set Tobias on fire with wind.
That's true, only Tobias.
Ceruleus
Only
is
Tobias.
fine. It's made of a very strong fire-resistant wood. Not
God.
fireproof, but it's fire resistant.
Yeah, when I get really pissed, I only just leave footprints. It's not like I set it on fire. I just kind of burn into it.
Nothing like coming up with murder plans with your best friends.
When somebody's head on a spike. So,
I think this
it's stuck in my head now.
Okay, so the combo attack thing is actually going to be used for burning the thicket. I've decided that. That is the attack like thing y'all are gonna use for
Oh, yeah.
combining your elements. So all 4 people
okay.
will have to roll within 2 of each other on a d8 to
Ooh.
successfully do it. Very narrow
Ooh.
chance, and you're gonna have to train.
Oh my god, yes.
And the higher you train,
the more you train.
oh yeah, the more. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start it at a d12, and the more
Yeah,
you
then work our
train,
way down.
I'm going to lower the die. So
Yeah.
eventually,
So
if y'all
D12,
get
D10,
good enough
D8.
at it, you will only have to roll a d4.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That will take a while, but
Which is
if you get good
yeah.
enough, you will be able to roll a
I
d4.
love this.
Get
good.
good.
There's a
It's
perfect
good.
incentive to actually do like more combat shit. Yes.
Yay!
I'm being good at combat. Thank
Yes.
You are very good at combat.
God.
Or just little stabby children.
Get good.
Roll.
What if I focus my heater on high? You should put
Number
on like hold on, I need to
and
change the heater.
the is a critical hit. I'm typing up all the info about the combo attacks in the
I'm
added
writing
mechanics.
things down in my notes. Yeah, we're gonna kill someone. It's gonna be fun.
Yay.
You know what I really like want to try and do a character like at some point. Like I want to just like do like a proper like 1v1 fight with like an enemy. Because like the most of the fights that we like go through,
Mm-hmm.
it's either as a group or sparring, and I can never really go all out in sparring.
Yeah. Don't want to hurt your
Right.
friends.
Yeah. Because like I've been itching to do some like because the way like my
Set someone on
character
fire with a lightning bolt.
my character is a rogue. You know how much damage sneak attack does?
A lot. Rogues are kind of busted, if I remember.
Like I want to do some sneak attack damage. I want to do oh, if I could find it actually, I have no idea where it is in here. Action attack. I want to do my 3d6 damage. Come on.
Yeah.
If that's adding to like the regular damage, so yeah. Oh, and I think because I have Arcane Trickster, I can also do like I can use spells for sneak attack. I think, or if do I have to use Warcaster for that? I don't remember. Yeah, whatever. Mechanics.
This is fun.
Yeah.
We're having a good time.
Yeah.
Having a good time.
Having a good
That's just
time.
thought of
Having
something
a
I
good
Having a
time.
good
I'm a shooting star leaping through the sky like a tiger. Bohemian
So Kalina's having a
Rhapsody,
moment
don't get-
currently.
Yeah,
and
she's having a moment, and these two fuckers
She's
are
having a-
angry.
having a moment, and the two outside are just like,
Ah,
want to make a
mad.
fire tornado? Sounds great.
Want to create a horrible natural disaster? Yes.
Yes.
It's not
You're
very
read my
natural.
mind.
It's recreated.
Yeah, I just thought of something Kalina would probably do. She's gonna hold her wrist up to the sky and shake it around and try to talk to Cade because she
Aw.
doesn't have anyone to talk to.
Oh,
Is it daytime or nighttime?
It's daytime.
It's probably daytime, come to think of it, but her brain is not.
She's gonna do it anyways.
I was gonna try.
I was like, I need my bread.
It's
What if
you
she turned
shake your
to
arm around.
Murder me, and now everyone's outside planning on brutally murdering him.
You wiggle your arm around and get nothing but silence. Then you remember the warp gate down on the ground
Oh.
floor leading to the deep realm.
Yeah, I think Kalina's gonna do that. It's gonna be a bit awkward when she just arrives at the door and Kate is like, oh my gosh, what happened?
Mhm.
She's like, but yeah, she's gonna go downstairs and do that. Yeah, like go to the warp gate, trying to avoid looking at anyone. I don't know if like who else is there aside from like the creatures and maybe
It's
Chatu or
Farron's not there.
yeah like a Chatu or Clement, but
Nobody is in the study where the warp gate is, so you know.
okay.
Also, I've
Alright.
given a copy paste of what my
Yeah.
actual thing is for the combo attacks.
Yeah. Yeah, Kalina, she's gonna
I'm actually gonna write it on my spell list as well.
Yes.
she's gonna go to the deep realm because she needs to talk to a friend and her brain isn't on right. So she's just gonna like go up to Cade's door.
Pretty much.
Yeah, like
For him, it would be like, because he's like the god of battle. All I can imagine is that. Sorry. All I can imagine is Kalina crawling inside as like like a suburban house neighborhood, and she's crying and sobbing. Like he opens the door and she at like the dead of the night. It's gonna be
yeah.
that vibe.
Uh,
But yeah.
I think you mean the ending of spoilers season 2 of Owl House.
yeah.
Oh boy.
Hi, Kane. I'm
Hi,
back.
Kane. I'm back.
Oh boy.
But yeah, she goes through the warp gate. Hopefully she does it right. I mean, like it isn't too hard, right?
No. You just gotta put your hand on it.
Yeah, she's gonna put her hand on it then.
So, Kalina, you head through the warp gate into the cold dark of the deep realm.
I'm back here. It's been a minute.
And you are in a little alcove that is just outside like the main room, Kane's main room.
Yeah, oh, just outside, like the
Yeah.
pillow room.
It's in the hall, like it's like a little alcove in the hall.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just outside of his room.
She's gonna go up to the door and knock on it, but I think after a bit like standing there, she gets like a moment of like lucidity, just like shit, I probably should like throw this at him, and like she starts to turn to like walk away.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's like, no, I shouldn't be dropping this on him. Because she doesn't know how to talk to, like, confide people with her problems.
As you turn around, you hadn't heard somebody coming down the hall, but you see Abilene,
Oh.
and he stops as you turn around.
Oh, Abilene, sorry, I was just going, and you can see that she's just like a mess, like her makeup is just horrible, like streaks running down her face, eyes are red. She can't lie her way out of this one.
You see him kind of like raise an eyebrow, the DreamWorks eyebrow,
Yep.
and he sort of like looks down a little bit at you, like leaning closer. And he's like, "You're not okay, are you?"
And at first she says, "What? No, I'm all right."
He just looks
I'm
at you with that look of, "Come on now."
And then she starts crying again. She's like, I'm sorry, I came down here to talk to Kane because I didn't know who else to go to.
He his expression doesn't change much, but he steps forward and sort of guides you to the door and pushes it open.
Thanks, Ablett.
He's like, "You know what? If you're not gonna be nice to yourself, I'm gonna do the thing for you, damn it." Okay, let's
I'm
go.
gonna do it for you.
But Kane is in the room and he says, "Oh, Kalina, why are you crying?"
And she tries to talk. Like, she starts a sentence like, well, but then she just kind of starts crying again.
Ebelet leads you over to the pillow pile and just kind of gently pushes you into it next to Kane. And he looks at Abelet and says,
Her allergies.
just let her cry for a bit, okay?" And Kane is kind of just like, "Okay."
He's like, what? He's
Her
like,
allergies.
who hurt my friend?
Why
I
is
think
she
that's the
crying?
last of their worries right now.
I know.
Gross snottiness times 1,000 because allergies.
Yeah. Oh man. But yeah. Cry time.
Why don't you cry about it? I think I will.
I think I will.
I'm gonna cry about it.
I'm gonna lay down. I'm gonna take a nap.
Take a nap.
Good night.
Good night.
Good nap.
That
Me
child
too,
is
kid.
so
Me
cute.
too. Yeah.
Good night.
But yeah, Kalina, she like, she just starts like sobbing. And like in between sobs, she just kind of says like something along the lines of like, I'm sorry, and like, I shouldn't have just dropped this on you. I didn't know where else to go.
Yeah. He
All
just
mixed with sobs and sniffles.
he's just kind of like a little bewildered, but he just sort of grabs you and puts your head on his shoulder and you can feel his little snakes kind of curling around you, and you can feel their heads
'cause,
brushing up against you.
Yeah, they're booping.
And you can feel a few of them like licking the tears off of your cheeks.
Aww.
And
Dubs.
you can feel Kane sort of just rubbing your back. And he's like, "Don't apologize. It's okay."
And she hugs him back tightly. And after a bit she says, I I realized something about do you remember me speaking about Tobias the other day?
Yes.
And do you remember the time when apparently someone sent by Leonia had tried to assassinate me?
Yes.
Well, Tobias is now in that region in the Red Plateaus, and well, we were speaking to Dusk, and at some point he had said that he didn't know who would have anything against me specifically, like who in that region would have anything against me. And Colbot had mentioned Tobias, and I don't want it to make sense, but it makes sense. And would he want me?
Kane just kind of like pulls you a little tighter, and he's like, "Oh God," doesn't know what to say, but he just wants to comfort you.
Yeah.
And he just says, "I don't know, Kalina. I don't know." But I do know that no matter what, whoever it is will not be able to hurt you. You are well protected by many friends.
I know. Just I don't know. I guess I still miss him a lot. I mean, I was going to marry him. Thought I was going to spend the rest of my life with him.
You can feel him tense up a little at that.
Oh.
And he just says, "I understand that."
Oh no! Malkia!
No, the other one.
Oh.
He thought he was gonna spend the rest of his life with her as well.
Oh shit.
He understands what it's like to have an ex. It was bad.
Just saying, Miranda's
Yeah.
lucky she's already dead.
Yeah. Thanks, Zephyrus.
Thank you,
Miranda.
Zephy.
Thanks for killing my ex, Dad.
Does this mean we could have like a deja vu and then have Clement kill Tobias?
Oh.
Would you like the honors? Shall the father kill the bad ex? Go ahead, Clement. You're making me very proud, Clement, said Zephyrus.
No, we string him up like a pinata and we pass the bat around.
Whack him in the balls. Kalina gets the final hit on the balls. You shall not fuck any more women. Ever. This is what you get. Tell me to save it for marriage, and then you're fucking cheating on me, you whore.
Yeah.
How rude.
How rude.
But yeah. Kane
Wait,
comforts
yeah.
you. He says,
Yeah.
I understand.
She just kind of holds him tighter at that. And like after a minute, she just says, "Thank you. I didn't know what to do, and well, you're my friend, and she's having a hard time explaining herself because emotional damage.
Emotional damage.
Ah.
But yeah, just like when I kind of think of it, like, isn't like Kalina like one of Kane's first friends in like hundreds of years?
Yeah,
Because like he's basically isolated himself.
he's got his followers and everything, but they're not friends.
Yeah, they're not friends. And then Kalina shows up and just like,
You're my
oh,
friend.
hello.
We're having
You're
soft
my
tacos
friend.
later.
But yeah, just Kalina's like just saying random little things. Like she's trying to put sentences together, but she can't.
Yeah. And
She
Kane
can't be eloquent.
is just continuing to be comforting.
Yeah. Yeah.
How's the combo going?
Yeah, how's the combo going?
How's the 4-for-4 combo going, guys?
I think we're just having a good time.
Being pissed, talking
Being
shit.
pissed. Yeah. What else?
Yay.
What would happen if we combine fire and lightning?
I don't know how that would work.
How would
You
that-
know how sometimes when volcanoes erupt and there's thunderstorms?
Oh.
What?
Oh, I know about this.
What? I need to.
What the fuck is it called? Thunder ash?
Hey, no.
Thunder ash. Yeah, basically with the
Thunder ash of
plume
war. God
ash-
damn it, Elden Ring!
Thunder Ash of War.
This
When the
is
plume
Elden
of
Ring.
ash comes out from the volcano, it creates enough static electricity similar to how supercell
It's so
clouds
pretty.
can do, and it can create um lightning. There's also another thing where tornadoes can be created by the heat of the lava and create volcanic tornadoes, and which some of them can be fire tornadoes. It is really interesting. I watched a video about tornadoes for the hell of it a couple days ago, so it's kind of fresh.
So I'm just imagining
Yeah.
Tagok exploding into like a ball of fire and ash that just sort of goes outwards like an eruption, and Colbart just sends the lightning through the ash and sparks,
Oh,
and it like bounces
yes.
off of them into like an
Yes.
AoE effect.
Oh,
Around Tagok.
that is amazing.
Okay.
Add
So just
Kalina, and then it
simplify.
gets even wider, an even bigger AoE.
Yes.
And the heat,
Oh my god.
like the heat,
This also
the
means
burn.
that
Yeah,
when
the
we get
heat
the frost
increases.
catalyst, that we can also make thunder snow.
Yeah.
Thunder snow.
Thunder snow.
Okay. So we talked
We need to,
about
like-
the whole that thing, but what about the
We
whole
will
water
make a-
aspect?
I am going to make a list somewhere in this That's just
So-
like
You're
various
thinking
combos.
thinking of combining like Tagok's fire and your water.
My first
my
thought is steam.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
I don't
like
know what else it could
uh,
that.
boiling torrent, if you will. So
Yeah.
I would imagine
That could be the name
Colbert,
of the move.
you send a
geyser.
torrent of water at the same time that Tagok sends a fire, and it sort of twists together and it turns into boiling hot water that has a
Woo!
range, and once it goes out of that range by a certain amount, it turns into hot steam that still does a small amount of damage due to the heat, but if it's within that range, it does massive like burning damage.
Yay!
Amazing.
Steam burns aren't fun.
Yeah, steam burns are fun. Welcome to hell.
Nope.
The hell.
Having
Bye.
glasses is fun because it's basically safety goggles.
Yeah.
Really expensive safety goggles.
Yeah.
Right. I it could be safety in a way that you instinctively try to move out of the way of the steam because you can't see shit once it condenses on your glasses.
Yeah, but it won't burn your eyes.
That's true. Every time I use the oven at the coffee place, I have to. So there's like the metal tray, and then there's a plastic tray. The plastic tray goes inside of the oven, and that's where it holds the food. And the metal tray like stays out. Every single time I use the oven, I like place the metal tray in front of the opening and then open it so I can
You
still
don't
see.
get blasted. So you don't get blasted.
Pretty much.
Oh, jeez. Vibes. So, yeah. Things about combo attacks.
Combo attacks. What else?
Hey, the
What else
wombo.
can
Wombo combo.
lightning and crystals.
Um,
I'm making a list right now, folks.
What if-
lightning and
hold on, what
crystals
if-
could be used to enhance the range of the lightning, and it could act
Yeah.
as a like prism to the lightning. So Kalina could throw a scatter of crystals out, like far out,
What
as
if-
projectiles, and
What
Colbart
about like
could
chain lightning?
use them to chain it
lightning. Yeah, yeah.
between
Yeah.
the crystals to
What
get
if
farther
those-
range.
Okay, so what is lightning attracted towards? Is it positive charge or negative charge? Whatever it is.
Negative.
Yeah, make crystals that are negatively charged, and that could be like so it can direct the lightning towards it.
Yeah.
Kalina
And-
branches out to other elements.
Pretty much. And what else? What else I was thinking of? What if like I could like send lightning down on like some sand or something, and then Kalina could use the shards of of natural glass that comes from that, and use that like already pre-made crystals to extend out and like stab people with it.
Yeah.
That could be
Strike,
something.
like somebody is on sand, you strike them,
Ooh.
and the residual like slight AoE from the lightning, Kalina can shoot it up. Like it
Yeah.
hits and then she shoots
Yeah.
it up to do like a secondary, like a second hit. It's like boom.
Yeah.
My throat hurts.
All right. This will be
That
more to
is-
think about when we are not in our, because we're still live, right?
Yeah, we're
Yes,
still
we are.
live.
We're still live, but like
We're
what
having
else
fun.
are
We're having
like this
fun.
is the whole thing of like maybe it's like Cobalt and Takeoff like talking to each other about this, like going back and forth about this.
They're
Yeah.
rambling about combos. They just learned how to do it, and now they're really excited to see what else they can do.
Yeah,
with
they're
the
so
party.
excited.
El Wombo combo.
They're just so excited.
I'm making a list in characters because I didn't really know where else to put it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can like make a whole folder. You can put it in player resources if you want to like add stuff,
Yeah.
make your own type of things, but
Yeah.
or you can put it in like the spells thingy. I don't know. We'll figure it out later. But yes, Kalina, you stay with Kane for a good while, letting him
Yeah.
comfort you.
Yeah. I guess she probably even hangs out there for a while after she's kind of like calmed down.
So,
Because, like, that's what you kind of do.
yeah.
It's like, well, impromptu hangout session.
Yeah.
You know what I
And-
wouldn't be surprised that they do? They vent about their exes.
Yeah.
Ooh.
They vent.
You and Kane talk shit about your exes. It's very interesting because his ex is a lot more high profile.
Yeah.
And you get to learn the mega tea about
Uh-huh.
Miranda.
Ooh.
Uh-huh. Get
Like,
to learn all the tea. It's
like
alright,
how,
spill, bestie.
like
What
how
is howling?
he saw, like, you know, he watched, even after they had split, like how things were going, and how he thinks she is such a shit mother.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she is.
Like,
Yeah, she is.
Was. Because she's dead now.
she was very controlling of Vivel, and like made him act a certain way around people. Like, very controlling mother, keeping up appearances type of person.
Yeah.
And Kane says that he's very surprised that the boy didn't turn out a lot more mentally unstable.
Yeah.
Yeah, you totally didn't see him fucking grab your son.
Yeah.
You didn't see him
Yeah.
grab Chatu and scream at him.
Yeah,
Kalina
Kalina's gonna
tell
mention
him?
it.
You
No,
could.
we're not gonna mention anything about that.
We're not going to
yet.
talk about that right now.
Yeah,
Now's
you
not
got
the
the
time.
emotional shit out of the way.
It's not the time for that.
God, what would Kalina vent about? Like, what else about Tobias would be?
How he asked her to, you know, wait for sex until marriage.
Yeah, wait for marriage.
And then he was cheating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she had caught him in the act of,
Sex with
Yeah.
another woman.
yes. And, yeah, so that happened.
Here's the question. Did Tobias leave Creed Heil with the woman, the mistress?
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh.
Maybe there's a reason they went to Wrath and Lust together. That's all I'm saying.
Oh.
Depending on how shitty she is, maybe we can kill her too.
Oh my god.
I mean,
We'll see.
she probably, like, wasn't shittily involved. You know, she was just the other
Exactly.
woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But imagine if.
I'm not like actively seeking her out.
Yeah.
But imagine if she was just as viable as him. I don't
Yeah.
know. It'll be an interesting.
That'll be interesting for Kalina. If they see him and the woman that he cheated on her with.
What if that woman cheated on him?
Ooh.
I mean, it all circles around eventually.
Exactly.
It's a revenge party.
Yay.
We're still alive, aren't we?
Oh,
Yeah,
definitely.
definitely.
Oh, absolutely.
We're
Like,
away.
this is what happens
Fun.
when, like, half of the party isn't even here.
Yeah, this is.
What also happens when the entire party is here?
Yeah, I mean, at least
Yeah.
we're talking about some interesting campaign-related things.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Not JoJo's Bizarre
One
Adventure
Piece.
again.
But yeah, Kalina just says, like, you know, the whole like saving for marriage thing, and then she's like, and then one day I catch him in bed with another woman. I'm guessing like both of them are just like having like snacks and wine at this point.
Yeah, he's
because
yeah.
that's
he's
what you do
Yes.
got
when you're venting about
wine.
your
He's got all the
exes.
things, and he like
Girls' night.
the hand over the chest, like, oh my.
Yup.
I'm offended for you, girl.
Yes. This man is at least a little bit fruity.
He's very bisexual.
Yeah. You know, that actually makes sense, because like, I don't know.
It's actually with the preference for women.
Listen, all I'm saying is gay is genetic, and look at Abelet. They're twins.
True.
No, Abelet
True.
stole the gay.
He stole the game.
Is Abelet the only gay?
Uh,
Avina?
Of course.
Hoth?
Stole the gay because they're twins.
Yeah.
In the-
Yeah, the only gay. The only strict gay.
Stole the gay.
And Kane's just like, I mean, women? Yeah, women.
Women.
But also, he's wrist flick.
Mhm.
Very bi. Very bi. We love him.
They got the whole straight and the bisexual way from both of their parents. 'Cause that's both of them. Verbena and Zephyrus are straight in a bisexual way.
Oh,
Oh, totally.
I mean, she dicks him down. What can I say?
yeah. Moxie and Millie from Hell of a Boss.
Dolly Parton's you.
Uh,
I don't ever want to be quoted saying that. I'm glad I didn't say that any louder than I did.
What?
If you heard it, no, you didn't. If you didn't hear it,
Okay.
good.
I heard something
Okay.
about Dolly Parton, but
You
that's
don't
it.
want to know.
Okay.
I'm embarrassed for myself.
Okay.
I'll say it later.
Okay.
Just remind
You
me.
also
if
said it
want.
live.
Yeah, nobody will be able to hear it though. It's not audible enough, I think.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyways.
Okay.
But yes, Kalina and Kane venting about their exes.
Yep.
mhm.
So, after you vent with Kane for a little bit and hang out with him, you eventually head back to the manor.
Yeah.
You know, you have to go shopping for Veranda's pretty dress later,
Yeah.
and get the carriage ready with all the provisions. Prepare the
Yeah.
horses.
That's
Passes.
the horses.
Oh my god, I just thought of something. That is kind of, sort of not related, but still related.
Yeah.
Okay, so imagine like you're like either school, work, something. You have a deadline, and you got a deadline's approaching, but you still need to work on it. You pop out, you pop through the portal, and you have more time to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Big brain.
big brain, right there.
That kind of is the deep realm. Time moves slower
Yeah,
there. So
Pretty much.
if you went into the deep realm, you could do a lot more things chilling in the deep realm than if you were in
Mm-hmm.
the normal realm. Not everybody has the
Beginning-
same 24 hours, apparently.
Yeah.
This is the
Beginning
only
time
time.
is some
Social construct, folks.
Time is a social construct.
Yeah. Yeah, because like, correct me if I'm wrong, but like, time in the deep realm is like like a third slower.
Yeah.
So like if you spent 24 hours in the deep realm, you would have only spent 8 hours on the mortal plane.
Yes.
Okay.
The math be mathin'. I said that to my mom today, and I don't think she understood, but she just went with it.
Okay. Yeah.
I said
It's
the
like,
math
whatever you say,
do be
sweetie.
mathin'. I said it in response to my taxes.
Oh.
Nothing. Alright.
Next year, I'm not claiming my commissions. It was too little. They didn't even fucking tax me on it.
Oof.
Yeah,
On the state or federal level.
don't do that. Don't do that to yourself. Keep your money.
Yeah. It cost me...
You literally earned it.
It cost me $40 to, like, state $175 worth of income.
Mm.
That's it. Welcome to America. We live in hell.
Yep.
I wanna go.
Bruh, so many other countries, the taxes they do it for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only reason
And-
why we can't do our the fucking they do it
Companies.
is because they want the
Companies.
tax companies want
Money.
money.
Everybody
I
wants
cannot see.
money. Capitalism.
Where everyone
Capitalism.
wins except you.
Yep.
Very much.
Anyway.
Welcome to hell.
Kalina's
And the
left
IRS
deep
even
realm
knows how much
eventually.
you owe.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They know ahead of time, but they leave it up to you so that you
Yeah.
fuck up. We love it here.
We are just adults lamenting about the horrors of the American system.
Yeah.
Guys,
Okay, something more positive.
Yeah.
Sorry, you go, Caleb.
I was just gonna say, non-Americans out there, stay the hell away.
Yeah, please
Yeah.
This is
stay away.
not as
Love for you to visit. Maybe.
not as a hate thing, but like, God, please stay
For
away.
your
We
own
want out of here as
safety.
well.
We want out of here as well.
For your own
Please.
safety, do not approach.
There
Yeah.
are much better places that have better economy,
Everything.
infrastructure,
Mm-hmm.
literally
Healthcare.
everything.
I so want better like public transport infrastructure. Like I spent like a good half hour just looking at all of the other kinds, and I'm just like, I want all that, please.
Anyway.
They are building 2 new giant condominiums in our town, and we don't even have sidewalks or crosswalks
Oh
or buses.
Mhm.
Angry.
What town does anymore?
Angry.
Welcome to small town rural south, where they develop everything else except the actual walkability and transit infrastructure.
I think that's just small town rural.
Yeah.
Because we got that shit up here too.
Yeah, but it's like real bad down here because if you go walking, you might get shot by
Yeah.
a redneck. And I'm not joking. Or you might get hit by some
Actually-
fucking hillbilly in his truck.
Yeah.
I actually
Yeah, it
learned
still
about
sounds like
like
a while ago.
like
Yeah.
the history of rednecks, and that's actually really fucking.
Can we
rednecks.
continue?
Yes. Sorry.
Yes.
I mean,
No, you're
we're
good, it's
towards the
okay.
end anyways. We can talk more
Yeah.
about this when it's over, because I was just
Yes,
wrapping up.
sorry.
But Kalina, you
Something
head back.
more positive. It's not an attack combo, but Culbert and Kalina can make rainbows.
Aw.
Rainbows.
Aquamark rainbow.
Happy Pride.
Yeah.
Happy Pride. Woo! Yay.
Again, happy Trans Day of Visibility, baby.
I want to try to go to a Pride parade this year because Richmond has really great Pride stuff.
Yay.
Nice. Support trans people.
Yay.
Love trans folks.
Support your
Be
local
trans.
transgender. Become trans. The ultimate support of trans people is to become one.
Become
Exactly.
trans.
This is a threat. I hope no
Oh
conservative
god,
takes
this is
this
like
shit. This is a PSA. I am a communist. Don't take my shit. That
Yeah,
statement
Kalina,
was
she-
an oxymoron. I am a communist. Don't take my shit.
Yeah.
Anyways, back to the game.
I'm
Back
a-
to the game, folks.
Kalina,
You're
after-
not a communist. You're not allowed to take my shit because that goes against your
Foxy's
ideology.
trying to play the game.
Anyways,
Guys.
Guys.
well, I'm
But yeah,
trying to go to
Kalina,
bed.
she she eventually leaves the deep realm after giving Kane plenty of hugs.
Mm,
Yes, thanks, man.
thank you.
Thanks, dude. Yeah, after venting about their exes, and maybe she talks about some of the stuff that she found out, like info dumping,
Cool.
like she does, and
Talking
Kane is
about
just
the
listening, like,
books.
I wonder if Kane knows any combos.
Does
yeah, 'cause,
Kane
like-
know any combos?
Yeah, come to think of it, I wonder, like, if there could be, like, because, like, what kind of magic does he have? Like, it's kind of like light magic. Is it like the moon and the stars?
He has dark magic and
Ah, okay.
magic that pertains to the night sky specifically.
Ah, okay.
So he can remove the light from things, but also he can reflect light in the way that the moon does.
Oh.
So he
You
himself
shine a light
goes
on him and then he
really
just-
yeah, he's the moon. His magic goes
Very
well in
pale.
tandem with Abelet, of course, because
Yeah.
he can reflect the sun's light.
Yeah.
He can act like a mirror.
Yeah.
His magic can alert. He's a night.
Kane is the nightlight.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is Kane is a nightlight.
Well, he needs a source of light
Of course.
to become said nightlight. He doesn't generate light
yeah,
on his
But he's a
own,
nightlight.
Yeah.
so you need
Oh
a
my
source of
God.
light to reflect off of him.
Yeah,
No,
before
I'm
there
just
was
imagining like y'all know the reaction image that we created of with arrows being blinded by a screen.
Flashbang.
Shut the fuck up.
That's Kane.
Flashbang. Ciao.
Abelet's just chilling in his fucking room. Abelet busts in. Wake up, sleepyhead! And he's just bright as shit. And he's like, ah!
Like when you turn your phone on in the darkness.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Ah.
Killed.
But
No,
yeah,
before
she
there
leaves
was
the
a
deep realm.
sorry. Yay. What does she walk into the us two doing?
So,
I mean, like, are you guys in
Another
the
fire
mirror?
tornado or
you,
I don't know.
Kalina, you
probably
come
like a
back.
boiling
black,
torrent.
like, outside.
You come back, and you see that Freya is by the window, sort of like
Oh.
peering out of it, and their tail is kind of like wagging a little bit.
Yeah.
And just
Kalina,
intently.
She starts walking up and says, "What are you looking at, Freya?"
Tagok and Colbart are doing some funky moves, and they tap their finger against the window.
Oh.
That's one way to describe it.
You look out the window, and you look just in time to see Colbart shooting like basically a Kamehameha of water, and Tagok doing the same. Like they're pressed shoulder to shoulder, and you see it like blend, and like the
Oh.
boiling hot water just fucking surges across the courtyard
Oh my
Yeah.
and then turns into steam. And then you see them like celebrate a little bit, and Colbert like goes up for a high five, and Tagok's like pauses and is like, "Yeah, high five." Cool. Yeah, that was cool.
Yay!
High five.
Yeah. Or she had to like quick like shake her hand out so it wasn't on fire
Yeah.
Yeah.
before they high five.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'll just wait, just a sec. She shake.
Because the last
Okay,
time
now
they
we can high
high-fived, it went, oh,
It kinda
fuck, that was
tingled.
hot.
It went ouchie.
Fish fry Friday.
Fish fry Friday.
Slaps hands.
Technically, it is
Ooh,
still
that's
Fish Fry
gonna hurt,
Friday.
lady. Yeah, Fish Fry Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just the two of us really getting along and just being chaos.
And Kalina, she sees this and it's just says, "Oh dear." Kalina, she kind of looks at Freya and just asks, "Do you know if they've damaged anything or anyone?"
Only the trees. And they point over to the side, and you see that, like, the trees, the evergreen trees are a little singed.
Oh.
Colbert probably said, it's fine. They need fire to be able to produce,
It adds
seeds and
nitrogen.
stuff.
It adds nitrogen into the soil. They'll be fine.
Yeah.
And Kalina just sighs. And just says, "Well, as long as they don't hurt anyone and cause any major damage."
You look over and now see that, out one of the other windows on the other side of the door, that, some of the staff is looking out a little, worried. They're like, oh, God.
Like, no, one of the gardeners is like, "No, my trees!"
My trees!
And then
My evergreens!
one of them, man, we just need to take those out, replace them with statues or something, because those trees are not going to survive. We'll plant some elsewhere, not in the courtyard.
Kalina, she sees the staff being worried, and it's just like, on second thought, I think I am going to head out there. You stay here, alright, Freya?
Okay.
And Kalina, she ruffles their hair and puts a little kiss on their forehead. Little kiss.
Baby.
Kalina's kind of adopted Freya at this point. Like, not
We
maybe
all
not, like-
have.
yeah.
They're everyone's baby.
Uh-huh. Kalina is momder.
Mom.
Mom. But yeah, Kalina, she heads out to the courtyard, and she calls out, "What are you two doing?"
Like a. That's so funny!
Oh my god.
Alright. Colbert just says, we can combine our magic to do some cool stuff. We're calling it combo moves.
Kalina she's looking at all of the burnt foliage around.
And, the little bit of scorch marks where the path of
Yeah.
their fire tornadoes went.
Yeah.
Colbert is then gonna go, hold. And I kind of like grab her shoulders, and I move her into positions like I need light. Make light.
And Kalina's just like, why?
Just do it. Just do it.
Wait, does Colbard know about the what Kalina found out? Like, did she say? I mean, no, wait, she didn't say anything yet.
No, she didn't say anything about that.
Yeah, but Kalina, she is just like, all right, as long as you don't burn anything or damage anything else.
And
She
it's gonna be fine.
she makes a ball of light in her hand.
Yes.
All right.
Ball of
Then-
light.
I'm gonna create mist. And see if it does the thing I wanted to do.
As you sort of manifest the mist around the ball of light, inside, like this little ball of mist that just encapsulates the light in her hand, you see rainbow within.
Yes. Rainbow. And then I just
Rainbow.
turned to Tega and said, it works!
Tegak, you see the rainbow.
um, I think she's just kind of like, she just looks at it, almost kind of like a, whoa, what is that? You know?
Yeah.
Wow. My ass is going numb. I need to stand up.
Oh no.
Oh no. Get on your feet.
You know when you can feel like one of your ass cheeks getting tingly?
Oh yup.
Yeah.
It's one of those moments.
Mhm.
Ooh, crane blast is flying.
If my knees and my feet weren't so terrible, I'd get a standing desk, but I have high arches, so standing hurts.
Yeah.
Yep. Me too, mate. I have to have like insoles for my shoes, and
Yeah.
that helps somewhat.
Pay $60 for insoles, but they only fit in one pair of shoes, so I must suffer.
Yep.
Yeah, Kalina, she sees it's just like, oh, this is nice.
We've been trying to come up
Gabe.
with like different kinds of 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 combos that we can do. We've been testing out some stuff with like fire and lightning, wind, and water. Since I could do those three, she could do those. The fire. Something that we kind of came up with is that you can like make crystals that like lightning is attracted towards, and we can use that to like make chain lightning.
Ah, all right.
They're
In the tome that I had gotten from that library, the light tome, I did do some reading as well in that, and apparently, light magic can be a bit of a buffer, if you will, if combined with other types of magic like fire, lightning, etc.
really.
Yes. Wait, what
We
time
gotta
is
try
it, like,
it.
in game?
Sorry? I was yawning.
No-
I couldn't hear
No,
you.
you're good. No, what time is it in game?
It's like early afternoon.
Okay.
Yeah, Cobalt it says we gotta try it.
Kalina, she says, maybe in a bit, because I do want to commission that dress for for veranda as soon as possible, since well, it's going to be quite a big one.
Right. Kind of forgot that.
So having it commissioned possibly today, and it should hopefully be done by the day after tomorrow. Also, I have a question. Has
Yeah.
because like Kalina sent a letter to her mom a little bit ago, just like, hey, can you send me my check? Thanks.
Yeah.
Has we gotten any news on that?
When did you send that?
Like a week ago in game.
Really? Was it that far?
Yeah.
Mm, you are kind of on the opposite. Yeah, it's like
We
they're up
are
near the
on a
north.
moving city.
They're up near the North Pole. You're down near the South Pole.
Yeah.
So
And moving.
and moving.
I mean, hopefully my paycheck should get here soon because I know that that dress is gonna be quite expensive and
Yeah. But yeah, you could go check the post office.
I think I'm
And
gonna do that actually.
yeah.
Yeah, and Kalina, she says, well, I think I am going to first stop by the post office, see if I'm able to see if my check is there, and after that, I'm going to go and try and find a seamstress to commission that dress. We still have you still have the files, right? That Dusk had
Yeah.
handed you.
Yeah, I think I put them inside like table in a common area.
All right. I'm going to
So once I
grab
have to take
those really quick, and if any of you would like to join me, you're welcome to. Also, you're doing great, Eros.
You're doing great.
You're doing
Not a
amazing,
matter.
sweetie.
It's not a matter of I'm doing great. It's I've been trying to end the session and I want to go to bed.
Yeah. Hey, it's okay.
You
We can do like the
assholes.
session. We can do like the dress thing next session. It's
Yes.
okay.
Yeah.
Yep. It doesn't need to be this session.
So
Oh no, we have another session together. How
no.
terrible.
Oh
I
no.
don't know.
A tragedy.
So fuck. I'm gonna end the session here. Next session, it will be like the latter half of the day, and then the next day, where you will commission the dress for Veranda and go to the post office, all that good shit. Maybe train with your combo attacks if you want us some more. And you'll get to teach the other assholes about the combo attacks. How fun.
Yay.
But with that, I bid you adieu. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, folks. Make sure to sleep and drink water.